Yeah. Van Glorious, Vanguard.
Knowledge born.
Yeah.
United Front.
Tell it.
What you want.
To the Knowledge Radio.
We in here. What you got? Dot.
Work hard as a slave to one day be your savior. The wave unwavering. This is a labor of love. Rise with a purpose every day. Invigorated. If we were on TV, we'd be 10 times syndicated. If we waited for validation, a paycheck or accolades, we'd be starved, already lost or ran away. But when you're square, solid, and you circle too, you don't need a place for silence. The concept is conquered through media, not areas of people activity. A mix that don't lose ethnicity, tightness that don't lose elasticity. Explicitly, this isn't where we give the novice regard. Nah, this is where knowledge is born. Last time that I checked, I'm undefeated. Deliver edicts, can't resist when the gods build and manifest freedom. When lines get crossed, they may push a loss, cause they get handed a check. We kick your can and cancel your cancerous gestures. A prophet vision, precision, the prescription for the sickness is to inoculate your fate with the winning. Arrogant beginnings turn to humble endings. And US with KBA is a win-win. 1K.
The man is not allowed to fly a plane in his own country. But you want to convince the world that this man is not only a threat to his neighbors, but he is a threat to the entire human family. You are a liar. Liar. And the people are intellectual cowards who sit down and suck up this filthy lie.
Man, I've been rapping for a minute, I don't see how niggas hate on it. Swab Boss the greatest, motherfuckers should wait on it. Even if my album dropped 10 years from now, it's gonna be the hardest album out 10 years from now, nigga. The Swab Boss, you niggas should see that shit. Whatever I am in the old niggas should be that shit. Whatever they say they gon' throw, I don't agree with it. Just add a couple of more O's and come at me with it. Man, it's Swab Boss. The reason why these niggas get hard off if 100 niggas die for this cause, it's a small cost. I'm trying to get my people on their feet again, nigga, but I'm back smoking weed, drinking Hennessy, nigga. And maybe that's why I'm not back on my shit. It's Swab Boss from 2-6 who moved out to the bricks, hooked up with people from Fifth. Now we know we shit. Now they know they should quit trying to make it hood rich. All that bullshit on your mind, ho, I wish you would spit. Niggas know what I'm about, and they wish I would flip. Niggas ask about a track, they wanna hear that shit. But when they ask to do a track, they don't come near that shit, man. And that's the type of shit that I don't say, man. Niggas know from the go that I don't play, man. Coming straight from the streets, and I can't straight, man. They ain't fucking with him, cause he don't pay, man.
Why are the Europeans so insecure about other people in the world? And why do you, after everywhere you go, you gotta kill and murder the rest of the people of the human family? Your history is written in the blood of the black, the brown, the yellow, and the red. Why are you so insecure? Do you know what brings about insecurity? What brings about insecurity is when you have a false concept of yourself. And the false concept of self is white supremacy. They believe that they are better because they are white. And as a result, see, when a man has that kind of silly mentality, Hitler had the silly mentality that the white man, the Aryan, is superior. So then at the Olympics, Jesse Owens kicks up all the Aryans. Hitler is outraged. He's angry.
That's very simplistic.
Yeah. Well, you need it to be simplistic. You need it to be extra simplistic.
You see, they can't even take the
reality. I know they can't handle. You know, look. When you take a brick, and you hurl the brick among a pack of dogs, only the dog who gets hit yelps.
Well, there's no shine in the tail.
Snapping off film.
I'm affiliated.
affiliated. I'm affiliated. I'm affiliated. I'm affiliated.
This video is under fair use. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act in 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news report, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is meant by copyright statements that might otherwise be infringed. Nonprofit, educational, or purpose use keeps a balance in favor of fair use. All rights and credit go directly to its rightful owners. No copyright infringement intended. Enjoy. Oh yeah. On your way out, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, man. This is the argument. Turn up.
Man, what's popping with the fan band? Blue in the building early. You already know what time it is, man. Shout out to Bing on the track, Z on the counter, snapping off film. Shout out to Solar Mind, the commissioner, Solar Vision Debate League. Shout out to Knowledge One Allah, do the Knowledge Radio, man. Knowledge One Allah on YouTube. Shout out to the AOI Gold Mind, Brandon Bay, Wicked Radical, Ampu Pro Black, Ground Zero, Hurricane Katrina, the King James 13, and Bully Inc. Shout out to the judges, shout out to the peers, and shout out to the reason we hear the people of SVDL. Welcome to the Argument League. Hit that like button as y'all come in and talk y'all shit. Yoganai, you just died. He gonna be pissed too. I don't know what y'all saw. What you think? Oh, you Borgen. Green 101. Shout out to you, Karai, the introvert, Scorpio Baby 76, Alikia. I gotta get it. Alikia and Trip D's, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out. Thanks for the supporters, man. Really appreciate it. Blue, you there? Well, we do supposed to have a debate coming up shortly. So we just gonna talk our shit for a little while. I think yeah, we supposed to have a debate coming up, but y'all know how we do. Shout out to Rizigi. T-Duck got off? Okay. I thought I was tripping because I ain't never seen T-Duck make any sense. Yeah, Yahuc, nah, man. The crowd ain't fucking with you. You ain't got the ethos on this one. True Justice said, what part did he die on? The Shucklebuck part. Blue, you there? Okay, shout out to Blue's kids. Look like they got his phone. Can you hear me? Damn, they really got his phone. Oh no, man. The kids are taking over the argument league. Hey! What's up? No. Yes. Yeah. Yes. On Solar Vision Debate League. Gone. All right, yeah. Let me know if you can run me to the airport. Nah, I see a fleece. I think your mama gotta go to work. Flight leave at 12, so I gotta be there at least an hour in advance. So like 10 something, you be here at 10, we'll be ready. We can just jump in the truck and pay off. Huh? Yeah. Okay, for sure. Love you too, son. Ain't no thing, man. He said again, my bag if I time somebody out. I was carrying groceries. Hey man, fuck it, man. Getting timed out ain't like getting hidden. They're making.
Yeah, that man was beating up bad.
Hey, Blue, man, don't come in here like your kids just didn't take over the fucking argument league, man. Shout out to the Blues kids. Man, they just was running this motherfucker. No. Once he was yelling at, I was like, damn, I think his kids got his phone and some shit.
Yeah, I had left my phone. I was trying to find the damn dryer on
Oh. Anybody got timed out over Solar Vision Debate League? Green 101 was carrying groceries. He apologizes. He apologizes. What you think about that face off? T Duck, Yahuc
Man,
9, Means of Production, Television Debate League. I think
shout
T
out to
Duck got killed.
Stop it. That nigga T Duck, bro. Hey, he sound way more confident and comfortable than when he beat Chris. He sound way better, bro. He know what he there, bro.
He
He's
there?
there, man. Dog, Yahuc and I don't even know what the hell he talking about, bro.
Yahuc 9 died.
Man, he dying, bro.
Yeah.
He has no idea. He go up with the 10 apple tree doctrine.
That's fucked up, man. Look like that Mason shit finally paying off, man. Riding that goddamn goat and finally transitioned into the goddamn. That's what's up, man. I ain't mad at him. Hey, Yahuc, where you at?
Call up your mans, now we coming for you. We coming for you. We coming for you.
Duck rolled down on your ass, nigga. Had your ass like. Last night I saw you standing. What the fuck wrong with you, now? Can you stop dancing with your dead ass fam? Hey T Duck, what you do to your hooking line? Had that nigga like. That nigga Yahuc said T Duck leave me alone. He back for more. I thought that nigga was tired, gonna need some rest. What's up, man? How it feel, man? Finally, T Duck shows signs of life. Man. Damn. Everybody saying it's a landslide. That's why Yahuc they hit the link first. How did you feel about it?
I felt great, man. It just was like, man, niggas really be trying to get shit like that off, though. Like,
when did 1% ever represent anything? Yeah, the 1% doctrine. The 1%.
No, 1% is 3,500,000 people. He said, or 300. No, he said 1% is 350,000 is the 1%. Or yeah, 35,000 will be the 1% because we got to whack out 2 zeros. So he's saying, yeah, he's saying 6 out of 35,000 is the representation of blackness owning the means of production. I guess the fuck hell, I don't know. I guess it's that easy, you feel me? But at the same time, if you want to stand on that shit, when that shit go off, you know what I'm saying? The only person you got to blame is the champ. You trying to ride on that motherfucking whack ass presentation he put together. I just wasn't in the mood to be smacking shit up. But I got time today, cuz.
They say T Duck woke up and chose violence. What's up with your gang, violence? Damn, Yahuc I bet you wouldn't expect that shit. They over there in the war room right now, like, man, what the fuck?
Hell yeah. You know
what the fuck was that, together, bro? Where your tank at? Give me half your tank. Yeah, they put that nigga in that tank tie. They took the bottom half of your Yahuc shirt. Damn, Yahuc Hold on. And what date is that? Oh man, this is the 22nd. This is the 22nd. A9 versus Mark the Puncher. I mean Mark. I don't know. What the fuck is the Puncher? Let me see. You really got to be a boxer in real life. That's the only way I'm fucking respecting that. A9 versus Mark. Do any blacks in America have a connection to Azure? Leave me alone. Let's see. And then we got E-Mac versus Minister Hal with the fire intro and outro. Does the blood of Jesus atone for sin? Then on the 17th, we have no debates, which suck. Tomorrow, we supposed to have Blue versus Madon, but I doubt if Madon shows up. But on the 18th, we have a fascinating head of a extravaganza of a debate. Platform changing. Idea innovative. Suave Boss versus Taz, the Gold Moon, and the Fact of Fiction. Let me see. Fact. Smacking them in the back of the head. They over there in that war room right now. You stupid motherfucker. And you been singing online and shit. Let me see. That nigga T-Duck sold the devil for that motherfucking interview right there. And then Yashar versus Lance on the 19th is Michael the Messiah. You already know. You already know. For sure, son. And then Blue versus Pro Black. Should black people practice eugenics? You know? We're going to get into eugenics. Blackgenics. Oh, I didn't press enter. My bad. And then Yahuc versus T-Duck. We just saw Yahuc lost that debate. And then on the 23rd, we ain't got nothing, which is a fucking shame. The 24th, Moore versus Random Lewis. Does the Quran confirm the New Testament? Then we got Madon once again standing up. Someone on the 25th. Madon versus Taz in the conversation of which supposed to be which is more detrimental. Black men swirling or black women swirling? Which is more detrimental to black people? And then we have Chris versus Afro-Asiatic. The Afro-Asiatics found Kemet. My predictions is that both of them will quit the league. Then we got All-Star. These names versus Brandon B. Should black women date black men or swirl? Should black women date black men or white men? So we're going to see what's up with that debate, man. I hope everybody feeling good and jiggy. All right? Let's get all the foolishness out, people. Let's shake it off. Because once we get to work, we going to have to stay on our job. Y'all know what time it is. Sullivan's Debate League, home of the Shucklebuck. This is where it goes down. You got your 8 debates. Get those scores from all your rounds. Get your power ranking, your average. Get you a spot in the playoffs. Use that spot to solidify yourself at championship seat and kill whoever's sitting across from you in the finals. Brandon is debating All-Star. It's a dude called All-Star. Not On-Star, but All-Star. Last night I saw you standing. That nigga Yahuc and I got murdered. Damn. Hold on. Let me play some of this. I don't even know why I'm putting it over there. This motherfucker hole over here.
Structure. And there.
Yahuc and I looking like he don't give a fuck. But I bet that nigga give a fuck when he ducked. When you get T-ducked, nigga. Yahuc has been T-ducked.
Step is to go buy land.
Go buy some land and farm on it.
Go buy you some land and farm on it. And then you will have your own means of production as a black person.
Buy your tools.
Buy your tools.
Yeah, buy the tools that you need to go and buy your
Baby.
tools. And then if you have to, for your labor, you can get your family. Or if you do have enough money, you can then...
I hate to be petty, but wouldn't the first step be to raise capital? I mean, you talking about buying all this shit. Who owns this shit before you buy it?
I mean, shit, it could be a landowner. It could be the city. It could be the county. It could be the feds.
Right.
It could be several people.
Right. So, who are they? The people you personally from.
And them niggas need to come out of that meeting.
Hey, Gay.
And Anonymous is wicked as fuck for that title too, bro. I heard that.
Goddamn, who the fuck is he going up against?
Dude,
Where's that at? Oh yeah. Do any blacks have any connection to any part of Israel in any fashion? Shout out to Gold Man in the building on the Zoom link in the Zoom room. Hold it down on his side of town for people that's brown that don't fuck around. Y'all can have that. That's a free jingle. Same shit.
And a rookie.
T-Duck came in that motherfucking finagled him a finagle. Let's see.
More than people, to be honest.
All you do is just off 2 zeros and you have your answer.
Thousands of black folks in production, bro. You just don't hear about it. You don't read about it because you ain't looking for it, bro. But I was looking for it and I found it, bro.
Once again, 1% does not make up the totality of what anybody. Sample size alone, you lose this debate.
This ain't about
your sample size alone, you lose the debate. Because you saying what black people got.
This debate has nothing to do with the sample size.
It has everything to do. You saying what black people got, but you're talking about individuals in the 1%
that are black.
No, but you said black people. You didn't say the 1% that are black got the means of production. The title says black people have the means of production. Like, what about this? You're not getting it.
You want to play semantics? All you want to spin it how you want to spin it, bro. Argument,
so T-Duck
died. Didn't even know he died.
T-Duck is saying black people. No, wait. Black people, like, you know, as a group, do black people own their means? Yahuc is saying, are there some black people that own their means of production? And he found he's gonna show y'all examples of black people owning their means of productions. So the question is, does this group of black people own their means of production transfer over into black people owns their means of production?
If you, and what's crazy is if
it's
you look at it, right after the Martin Luther King was killed, when he put out that statement, it's time to put the old civil rights movement after the agenda that he put forth to move past for us to move past civil rights is exactly word for word what Yahuc argument is. Man, that can get ugly.
What's good with you, Yashar, man? How you doing, big bro?
Man, what's good, bro?
Man, same shit. You ain't in the tank meeting?
Nah, bro, I wasn't invited, man, so, you know.
Hey, I'll be seeing that happening with you, too, man. You know, man, I might have to tell you check your email in a couple of hours. You know what I'm saying? You know, I couldn't give you an AOI badge because y'all was taking up for Madonna, and I'm like, these niggas wicked, bro. I couldn't do it, man. Every time that nigga get up here and lie, it's like the OGs got to step up and do damage control. I'm like, man, we can't do that, man. What you think about the face off though?
Yeah, I think it was pretty. I think it's entertaining. So that's about all I can say. I don't think it's anything else outside of that.
I ain't mad at you. I can't call it. So you don't think it reflect nothing with the actual structured debate?
And
it can't, can it? You can't let it. At this point,
they got it's it ain't nothing solid, bro. Like I can't sit here and say, yeah, this is the foundation right here. So this right here is backing that or this that, supporting this. It's just a lot of shit that's just all over the place. No, I can't. Maybe y'all can.
okay.
I'm gonna help you out.
Man, what you eating, Blue? Hold on. What you eating, fam?
Piece of honey bun cake. Oh, too, bro. God damn.
My niggas, bro. That piece of honey bun cake. All right, go ahead. My bad.
Oh, it's a cake, actual cake, not a honey bun, no. For the record. But yeah, he basically what Yahuc not what they're arguing is can black people control the system? That's what they're arguing here in America.
That's what you got out of it, Blue? Or you just going
oh no, that's the argument. When you're talking about the means of production, that's what you're talking about. You're talking about the system in it. You're talking about how this system operates. Can black system operate? And that's no. You know what I'm saying? But Yahuc and I is gonna fight for and he's gonna say that he's showing people who is equivalent to him basically showing people in government. Because black people are in government, does that mean that black people control those aspects of government? Or are there just some niggas that made it in government? So, and that's what Yahuc and I failing to realize. That's where the argument falls short. It's like, bro, I don't like. We got hundreds of thousands probably of niggas in the government right now. That don't mean that we control government or will control government. There's a whole nother process to that, and that's what that's what this conversation equals up to. And I see though, man, T Duck sound a lot more confident. He's prepared for this debate. He ready. And the more he talk about it, the more comfortable and confident he gonna get. So, I just see more trouble on the horizon for Yahukanon in his argument. I don't see how he really pulls
Yo,
this one
what's
out.
good, Yashar?
I'm just making sure I'm still on deck.
Oh, my bad. Because I got to get used to that. I'll be muting my mic so that y'all can't hear me and it mute out the Zoom. Come over to the StreamYard. I better go, man. StreamYard don't give a fuck about his. It be doing them. Yeah, man. It's so disrespectful when it comes to my nigga. That's the only reason I put the Zoom link out there. I prefer everybody be on StreamYard, though.
We don't be like that on Zoom during the speech, do we?
You said what, big bro?
I said we didn't be like we didn't sound like that in debates on Zoom, did we?
In the what on Zoom? Oh, in debates on Zoom? Niggas don't get on the Zoom link for debates. We get on StreamYard.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I be wanting to do it on Zoom. I can have my background.
For real? How does Zoom sound in the chat? How Gold Man sound? Talk to him right quick, Gold Man.
What up with his family? We in the building. Y'all see you and T-Duck.
Oh no, I'm talking about for the debate. I mean, well, yeah, in general, I'd rather have a Zoom because you could do other shit while you. That is a definite. Man.
What you talking about over there, Blue?
Yeah, you.
He high off that motherfucking cake. Talking about do we be sound like that when we debate on the Zoom? When the last time we debated on the goddamn Zoom, man?
The commissioner, Shalom Solar was
in the building. Ain't no question who about to kill. I used to have big chain. What's good, Solar?
Hey, what's going on?
One of your hitters got hit, fam.
Who's that?
Yahuc and I. Yeah. One of your hitters got hit. What you gonna do?
Yeah, T Duck is trying to make a statement this season, and it's gonna be interesting. You know what I mean? To see how he pans out. If he's really, this is like the guy in the hood that everybody made fun of. Now understanding how he got to get respect. It's kind of like that. I got that feeling when I see T Duck.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't. This is like, you gotta stay there. You can't go back to the old T Duck, because if you go back to the old T Duck and then try to get serious again, niggas ain't believing that shit at all, bro. Niggas ain't believing that shit at all, bro. So this new T Duck, that gotta be it. They gotta be the
season 14 Duck.
You know what I'm saying? Because you try to go back to that old T Duck and be, goofing around, niggas ain't going,
Hey,
I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe that he's taking this thing seriously. I'm starting to believe.
And T-Duck gonna run out of gas about the 5th debate.
That third debate.
Yeah, he get a couple wins. He gonna get comfortable, and you know what I mean. I don't know. We'll see. But I know this debate. Yahuc is better when he in front of his information. He can't really, dialogue on a freestyle. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, you trying to make it make sense.
But it don't seem like he's ready, bro, for this debate. For this debate right here. Because remember, T Duck beat Chris Harris in this debate last season.
Yeah.
So you're not debating, because T Duck is in the 80s as far as with the rankings, but on this topic,
he a 90 on this topic.
He's in the 90s on this topic, bro. So yeah, we're gonna see if Yahuc could pull this one out. Now, if Yahuc could pull this one out, that'd be phenomenal.
That nigga Yahuc and I left. That nigga T Duck was a scrub. And nigga Yahuc and I came back trying to pick on him. I ain't no kid no more. I ain't.
and like he is way better, bro. His command over the rhetoric from when he beat Chris to now is way better, bro. It's not even close.
He watched the documentary on this topic.
Finally, I think he finally read Mark. Called Mark. I think he probably sat down and read that shit, man, because he sounded like I was like, oh yeah, this T Duck right here.
Yeah, and if I was T Duck, I'd be like, I'd be trying to debate anything in the area of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'd become the fucking expert at, this means of production shit.
Means of production.
I at least had 4 debates on this shit. Now,
does the Bible condone the means of production?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Is means of production good or bad for black people?
For black people, right?
Along.
Which is better for black people, means or production?
Productions of means. Do you need to product means to have means of production? That nigga gonna be to make 12 different meals out this motherfucking potato.
Yeah. So well, tomorrow we're gonna have the judges meeting. It's some stuff that they got, and they sent me an email, and they got some stuff that they want to talk about. They have 10 points of reference that they want to actually elaborate on tomorrow. So make sure you be in the building for that. Before that, Blue and Madan Kemet will be getting it in on the debate that they had to reschedule from yesterday. So we're gonna be a little busy tomorrow. Wednesday, I believe we have a debate on Wednesday as well. I believe. Yes. Oh yeah. It's Anon. Anon will be debating Mark the Puncher. Do any
Just
blacks in
Mark.
America have just Mark? Mark ass buster. Well, we got
Okay.
do any blacks in America have a connection to the Israelites? All right, that's not the official topic, but I'm just reading off the calendar. And on Thursday, EMAC and Minister Howell will be getting it in on the blood of Jesus. Did the blood of Jesus atone for our sins? And Friday, we're going to have an interview with a new member of the Solar Vision Debate League, Sister Nandy.
Snap.
The Madonna killer.
That's why we'll be getting it in on the moon landing. And Yashar and Lance will be capping off this week of debates with it's Mikael the Messiah.
The general is officially back.
Man.
The general is
Yashar,
officially back.
Lance,
man.
That is gonna be crazy. That debate right there is gonna be crazy. Cause I already know, bro.
Yeah, Yashar gonna get in the car on Lance ass. Where you at? Detroit? I'm on my way, family.
And
Lance
is not going to back down either, but it's going to be an interesting rapid fire round. I can already anticipate that the rapid fire round is going to be a classic.
It's going to be lit.
So yeah, we all locked in order for this week, and I'm looking forward to the debates. And so it should definitely be something that the viewers would definitely appreciate.
Facts.
But far as with T-Duck, man, you know, with T-Dizzle, man, he's showing that he's he wants a little respect on his name, you know.
He's sober. He sobered up a little bit, and I don't know what it is.
He sobered up a little bit.
Yeah, that's all I can blame it on. But like you say, he in control of this information.
Was it another sister that was on the chat that was trying to join the league?
Yeah, but I don't think she was serious though.
Oh, she was just okay.
Yeah, I think
Sister Nancy said she's gonna bring a couple of people with her, so I thought that was one of them. But yeah, definitely. I mean, now Sister Nandy, she's a female, but you know how the interview goes.
On my life.
Yeah, you know, Solomon, you know.
Ain't no gender discrimination with that shuckle bug.
You know what I'm saying? This is
that shuckle bug like COVID.
Yeah, equal opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucked up. Hell nah. That's it, man. So the debate ain't on tonight? Them niggas died? Oh, you got a phone call. Yeah, Sister Jasmine, but I don't know if she I don't know if she was serious about joining. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even think she was serious about joining. I think she was just having fun with it. Yeah, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Oh, I gotta get up early tomorrow. Shout out to my baby Hurricane Katrina, the King James 13 Anti-Bully Inc., registered and trademarked, established and founded. What'd you say, Blue?
Yeah, we got another body.
Ain't it?
Oh yeah, tomorrow.
Friday, you be singing for you. I be like, Katrina, don't I be singing for you? I be singing for her. She shake her head, yeah. She think y'all can see her.
I'm finna get on.
Baby, don't I be singing for you? Wow. Yeah, that's my baby holding it down, man. Holding it down and holding it up.
Right.
Oh no, when Sister Katrina and Sister Shay gonna do that sisters panel?
Yeah,
whenever Blue, let the cuffs off Shay. Take the shackles off.
She go whenever she wants to. Do her thing.
Next thing you know, it be Ladies' night on the Dark Side Network with Katrina and Shay.
Yeah.
Hey, baby. That's like that.
They was actually already been over there beating up Tori Nice and them.
Yeah, boy. Hey, them niggas sad, man. Let's talk about loss of the year, bro. Let's talk about loss of the year. That
Another one.
tour night, Judah, you destroyed your shit. That shit is destroyed. That nigga was over there talking shit. Look, they gotta put our name in the title. Every time they put our name in the title, 1,000 views. Whenever they talk about what they usually talk about, 100 views. I'm like, this nigga is the most lying. So we go back to talking about what we talking about. They over there trying to teach the tour. Yeah, it's 9.5 people in that motherfucker. That motherfucker said 9.5. I said, damn, bro. When you
Lance,
hate so much, you just hate on yourself. Yeah. I saw Lance divest.
you see asking Judah for help on this debate with his bro. I said, man, you done. You're done.
On my life, that nigga gonna get your ass goddamn George Washington Carver. Talking about he an Israelite.
You don't even. I mean, I told you, bro, he's the worst tour only I've ever seen in my life, bro. You know this nigga finna go to Revelations to try to prove Michael. Like, what kind of, this nigga horrible, bro.
Damn, boy. Well, they said anytime after 9. All right, well, we finna do a ladies panel. Don't run. Nah, just go ahead and say the last Friday, last night, all he gotta do is grow up, man, and stop saying that 26-year-old dudes can sleep with 16-year-old girls. Like, how hard is that? How hard is that? To just not be nasty. That ain't hard. You said what, big dog?
Niggas be out of line.
Man, Blue, like, where you learn that from, bro? Where would you learn that from, Blue?
You don't even learn shit like that. That's
You
just
just
you.
that shit crazy.
That's what I'm starting to think. Like, nah, I just got to be like, man, you know what? Thank God. Thank God I'm in my.
Hey,
Man, I'm a
on my
thought away.
life.
You know what I'm saying?
Lance, hey, look, Lance, Aratazar, Saeed, y'all better check Battle Axe, because Battle Axe says some old goofy ass shit. I was like, what? And that nigga ran out the wall like the Kool-Aid man and shit. But yeah, niggas be
That'll actually do that.
yeah, that should be too easy for niggas to say shit like that. And then act like they normal. Look at this motherfucker. Why me? Creepy, make spaghetti monster. Say, Blue, don't play with Madonna tomorrow. Put hands and feet on them, fam.
Man, I'm finna kick the
Straight up,
shit out.
PT, T-Duck caught a body tonight. Yahuc and I still ain't pulled up.
They got these feet. They get that nigga. They scratch it. That nigga whole PowerPoint in the trash.
Ain't it? Hell, that motherfucker like, I ain't know that's what you was saying.
Oh,
I thought you was that ain't called slander, nigga. You said if a little girl dressed like a grown woman, she get whatever the grown man put on her. If a little girl gets snatched up for dressing like a grown woman, that's on her. That's what you said, nigga. You said Battlewax jumping out the window with the teenagers being women. Yeah. Yeah, it was some shit like that, man. I can't remember because I got a Rotazar's accusation wrong. But he still said that shit. He was like lightweight. He was blaming the girls for the way they dress, other than blaming the dudes for being fucking perverts, predators.
Yeah, we gotta stop that. And
You
you know
gotta
what though?
stop that.
I'm gonna tell you though, bro. I was surprised though at. Well, I think you just caught him completely off guard and a little bit of I don't think he had it. He kind of
Which one?
when you debated in the playoffs, good God Allah.
Oh, good God Allah, yeah. Nah, that Islam shit just too easy to beat up on that pedophile shit. All right, this out, man. What the fuck you want, fam?
I might take you on that. Cause
All
I
right, don't. Hey, Blue, don't. Nah, Blue. I'm not finna take you on that, bro. I love you, bro.
on it. I wouldn't just, but to me, I wouldn't just say Islam.
Man, step away from that.
The
What
coaches
would you say, bro? What would you say, bro?
Well, I would say in their coaches, depending on what culture. Oh well, hold on. What is the discussion? Was that y'all
Does
discussion?
Islam condone pedophilia?
And what is this? What is this based on? Islam.
Yes, Islam.
Okay, so in Islam, so here in America, what are the requirements of an adult?
Here in America, the requirements of an adult differs in different states, but it's usually 21. No, it's 21. It's 21 in all states.
For the most part, 21, right?
Yeah.
So since and matter of fact, I think Trump changed that. So 21 here, and then we could say stop. We could say at 18 here, because you are at that time able, you have the ability to provide for yourself or take care, whatever the ritual is here in America, to become grown. We could say at 18, 21, that's usually around the time you get that done, right? Now, in other cultures, right? So let's say we go over to what you call it? I forgot the culture name, but in the Amazon, right? In the Amazon, what makes a man in the Amazon?
Shit, he gotta kill a monkey with his bare hands or some shit.
You know, some shit. I mean, I wouldn't say simple, but basically, you got to show the ability to be able to provide shelter and provide food, right?
Yeah.
Once you're able to do that, and it's cotton, the cotton of it, then he is now a man, correct?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So I can't look at him and say because now if he was here, I could say that he's still a child. I could say that.
But with what age you saying in the Congo?
And it just depends on what age you can do that at. Because I think in some places, it's like it's one place if the boy is circumcised and he doesn't flinch or blink, you know what I'm saying? Then he is now a man.
So this what I'm saying. If someone who's been on this earth 20 some years is with somebody who's been on this earth 15, 16 years, that's pedophilia in any culture. I don't care if you got a 100 elephant, if they consider you born a man, whatever it is. If you 21 and all, if you 20, like if someone's 16, 17, 18, you can't be fucking with. You cannot be fucking with. You can't be fucking with.
To be fair, that's usually not the norm. Usually they around the same age. They just maybe young.
Man, that's what I'm saying. But the only reason I'm saying that is because I don't see that in no other culture except for the Sikh culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be seeing, the average Asian, average cracker, average black person, average African with grown people marrying little girls. I don't see that as the norm. And when I see that as the norm,
not the norm. But I think it's a tricky subject though, because in the culture you would have to it's dependent too on what that person has to do to become grown. So that's why I say it's a and see the difference is that when we look at it, of course the way that sex is viewed here is different. You know what I'm saying? So
But
it's like
I would say because a
it's
lot of
perverted.
times we look at it from a masculine point of view, and I will be saying what dictates when a girl is grown.
I
Because
think he's able to. I think it's almost like the same thing. Whatever I guess would have to be done around the house, preparing food, uh, and keeping up with show and being able to take care of the baby. And
yeah, I would love to see that because that ain't the measurement that I be seeing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these went
not in
like
all, but in most in environments that do it righteously. That's what I'm saying. In environments, because I would say for the most part now today Islam is more westernized, even though you know what I mean they keep the traditions and shit. The way that they view sex and the way that they view certain shit is through a perverted lens. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, to me, they would be more so. Uh, 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 they would fall into the predator. Most of them, I ain't gonna say all of them, but most of them practice that would fall into that category. But
because
you
what
would
I
have
say. Oh my bad.
see, well, and this I'm gonna just make this point my last one, and the reason why I say is how we view sex, because you got people when they walk around, the other people who are walking around naked, they not viewing each other in that same light. You know what I'm saying? The same way that we do. Go ahead, you got it.
But I be seeing like there's not a certain age, there's a certain bracket of life between the age of this and that. Between the age of this and that. And I see that like the elders, the older people, the mothers and the grandparents, the great grandparents, they case by case introduce the people into womanhood or manhood. They say, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I think you ready. You showing signs of maturity, this, that, and the other. You
Right.
know, I think they got their system down packed till they know that nigga, you still immature. You don't deserve no motherfucking wife.
That's what I'm saying. Like the elders around in the right type of cultures, they just it's certain things. It's gonna be overlooked. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna just be no just like it wouldn't be that way. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It would be something that's more so. And he ain't just looking at something. His mindset ain't just based
Yeah,
on.
because that's another thing that hit me. Motherfuckers like, where the Africans be having their clothes off. And I'll be like, why do you think that's a point for you? Because you
Yeah.
try to sit up here and say, because some 15, 16-year-old girl came out of the house in a way that I would deem inappropriate, but women are allowed to dress like that. So when this girl come out and the black of her booty showing, the inner thighs and, you know, all of that shit, the whole back out, stomach out, all that shit, you gotta have restraint as a man all the time.
You know, and
Because
just think there they free. They don't even have restraint, and they all naked. They just free.
yeah, you see what I'm saying?
You know.
But I wouldn't even want nobody to be able to do me like that. Like all a woman knows she gotta do to take control of you is just pop her titties out. Wow. And now you losing your goddamn mind. What you want me to do? Where you want me to go? No. No, 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 no. That's the immature shit. Like a nigga supposed to have that more inside himself. I don't give a fuck. This is my girl. No other girl am I supposed to be like this with. That's just it. I'm not that unless I know I'm single or I know I'm in a relationship with my girl. You know, we mess with other people. But if I'm in a monogamous relationship, I'm with Katrina. Katrina's with me. That radar, it's never on. That radar is never on. Like it's completely. If a girl could walk past and she has this on, this on, this on, it's not like damn, like I get to salivate and all of that shit. It's like, you know, somebody walk past. Like somebody walk past. I don't sit up here and put myself in no prison, nothing like that. Like look straight. But I don't like, oh, let me look at that ass. Let me stare at them titties. Like, nah, that's just not my mentality. I can notice her and I can keep going. It don't do to me what I be seeing it do to other motherfuckers, man. And I think people need to know that exists, because a lot of times people sit up here and just grab all men and say, well, you know men are dogs. Well, you know men will be men, boys will be. No. Don't put that low ass standard on me just because these niggas outside y'all window beating off.
Can I get up?
What a Ratazala.
Peace. What's good with you, Swall?
War. What's good with you?
Nothing much, King. Nah, I don't think I think I said this last time. I ain't never said nothing about like when a woman is grown. I ain't never conversated about that.
No, you didn't. I corrected myself and I apologize to you, but you definitely said, go ahead, express your thought.
Express it was about like
15-year-old dressing scandally.
Yeah, it's basically along the lines of like we like to bash men and stuff, or like we talk about rape, but we actually got a culture I'm talking about that's hypersexualized, you know what I mean? Everything we consume visually, mentally, you know what I mean? Everything we say is like it got some, it's either it's something obscene, you know what I mean? The way we talk to each other, and you know what I mean? And when I mention like the women, I speak about seduction. It's a such thing as, you know what I mean? They dress like that for a reason, and they seek attention like that for a reason. It's
So,
not just because they want to be comfortable.
I barely.
Can a man seduce a woman? Can an older man seduce a younger woman? Is that possible?
But that's not my point.
No, I'm just asking.
You're actually
I just want to make sure to ask. No, I just wanted to.
I mean, just answer the question. He just want to know the answer though, just to see.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get on your ass right at the moment, bro. I just want to get.
Can an older man seduce a younger girl, bro?
Of course.
Okay, so can a younger girl seduce an older man?
But I mean, what I don't know what y'all trying to get at.
I'm trying to get at pedophilia, nigga.
I'm agreeing with y'all, but I'm raising the stakes. I'm trying to get you to see reality.
I'm seeing reality with you, bro. You
got to listen to me. Stop hearing me and listen to me, bro.
That don't mean nothing. That's a good fortune cookie. That don't really. I'm hearing you.
Okay. I'm talking about the culture itself. It's hypersexualized. Everything is about chasing a bag and fucking drugs and sex and like the appeal of it. You know what I mean?
Bro, I get it. I get that, bro. That's not what we talking about.
But it's a part.
We talking about when a 15-year-old girl.
Why you ain't talking about a solution? Why you ain't talking about a solution?
No. I have the solution because I don't have this problem. I don't have the problem. The problem is you're saying that 15-year-old
you can fall victim to it, bro.
No, I can't. You can, and that's the point. That's what I'm trying to get at. That you're sitting up here admitting that a 15-year-old could seduce you into having sex with her.
So you telling me the children nowadays don't run around having sex? That what you telling me?
No, I'm telling you that you would have sex with a 15-year-old.
I'm telling you that grown ass men don't get confused and tricked by 15-year-olds.
It's a problem with me, bro. It's a very big problem. It's personal to me, bro.
Grown men don't get tricked by 15-year-old girls. 15-year-old girls can't trick adult men.
Y'all cannot push that,
yes, you did.
narrative upon me.
Yes,
I'm not even talking about that, nigga.
Yes,
I'm not even talking about nothing.
So what do you mean? Okay, so what did you mean by women use their bodies to seduce people?
You don't see the fans only. You don't see the
okay, but okay, hold on.
So
no. Wait, Melanated got it. Hold on. Let me protect you right quick. Listen to Ratazai. So if women can seduce men, a 15-year-old can seduce a grown man?
Yes.
Okay, and you're afraid that you will fall victim to that, right?
No.
Hold on, what?
Look, I'm trying to to stop the problem. I'm trying to get you to acknowledge it and to like actually come to a solution because you just trying to harp on this one little thing,
You're
bro.
trying, yes,
It's
yes.
never.
Okay, look.
I'm
Let me break
saying.
it down. Let
I'm
me break it
saying
down. In
none of
your
it is right.
paradigm,
I'm
yes. In
saying
your
none of it is
Hold
right, bro.
on, hold on, Yeshua. I got it.
On either
Hold on,
side is
Yeshua.
not
Hold on,
right.
Yeshua. Hold on, Yeshua. I got it, big dog. We on it. You're trying to convince us that the grown men that have sex with little girls are the victims of seduction, and you want me to find a solution to little girls. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
Oh, you putting
You
words in my
want? Hold
mouth, bro.
on, bro.
You putting
Okay, but
words in my mouth. I told you I'm elevating the conversation, bro.
Okay, listen, bro. You can straighten it up when I'm done, but I don't give a fuck about all those mystery sentences you got. I'm getting
And I
straight
don't
to
give
the
a
point.
fuck about you trying to bring me down to your little simple level, bro.
Okay. So now you're saying women are seducing men, and this is the problem that needs to be solved. Stop women from using their body.
No.
I don't know why
That's
you
not
can't
what I'm
stand on your
saying.
shit. Okay, so
That's
what you
not
saying
what
then?
I'm saying,
What
bro.
you saying then? What you saying?
I'm saying the culture is fixed that way. You have to change it.
Can you please tell me what the fuck
change.
you mean and stop talking to me in riddles? What do you mean, bro?
The culture is decadent. It's obscene. It's sexualized. It's hell bent, bro. It's circling the drain. What the fuck else you want me to say, nigga?
I want you to say the problem is the men or the women. I want you to say what the problem is.
The problem is everybody, bro. That's what I'm saying.
The problem is everybody.
You trying to corner me.
Okay. No, I didn't corner you. No, you jumped on the panel. You jumped on the panel. You jumped on the panel when we was talking about pedophilia. You jumped on the panel. I did not pull you on the panel. We were talking about pedophilia, and you jumped on the panel. So now you jumped on the panel. You jumped on the panel. You jumped on the panel when we was talking about pedophilia and brought up women seducing men. So now we're at the conversation of little girls seducing grown men. That's what I'm talking about, Aratazai. Are you willing to talk about that, Aratazai?
Are you talking to me like it don't happen? Will you acknowledge that it happens?
No. Yes, it happens. Are you willing to talk about it?
Okay, then.
Hold on. Are you willing to talk about it?
No, because not to you, because you just said
I
fall victim to it. So
the point blank, what we see is the nigga is a suspect. The nigga saying a little girl, the nigga saying that a little girl can seduce him into having sex with her.
I know you putting words in my mouth, King.
Yes, I am. Yes, the fuck I am. Yes, I am. Because we not stupid. We hearing you.
I heard the same shit.
And that's the mind. That's the mind of these motherfuckers, because they think everybody's so slow. They really think everybody's really slow. That's why they talk to you like you a child. Like they can say something like women seduce men. And then when you say, hold on, can a 15-year-old seduce a grown man? And they say, yeah, to any sane man, that is a problem. Because you cannot be
run. Why you made him run?
No, I didn't make him run. I kicked him off his back.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna let him battle, but I'm getting my point out.
I have a question.
I'm getting my point out. I'm gonna let you do. I'm gonna let you get to. I'm gonna let you get to it. I just really need people to see what happened when a motherfucker tell you women can seduce me. Then I say, well, can a young girl seduce a grown man? He say, yeah.
But you acknowledge it, bro.
He says, he asks the questions. Does it happen? He's saying that little girls seduce grown men. That's what he's saying. You said what?
It doesn't happen purposely. They don't do that purposely. They, you know what I mean? Certain, like if a little girl is dressed a certain way and a grown man's driving down the street and he's looking at
Akmalak, can a 15-year-old seduce you into having sex with her?
Hell no. Oh no.
So what the fuck? So what is your point? What is ever your fucking point?
No, hell no.
We're talking about minors. We're talking about grown men having sex with minors and saying they got seduced by the minor. That's what we're talking about.
Impossible.
Okay, there you go. Now you driving down the street with your short. You in the car with us now. With Brandon.
Okay, finally. Okay. God damn, bro.
Grown men cannot be seduced by little girls. You're a pervert.
So I wanted to ask Aratazar, right? if there were 4 black women in the room, right? Based off of what you know, what is the percentage of those black women who have been molested by a black man? 4 black women. What is the percentage? Do you, to the best of your knowledge? That question was to Arataza.
I heard you, but I don't know how to answer because I'm being
Out of
having
4
words put in
women,
my mouth,
right?
man.
It's either
I
one
can't answer the
person,
question because
2 of them.
I'm having
Like,
somebody
what do
put
you
out
think
there
if you were to
or
make an
or
educated
slander
guess?
me and say that
No,
I would be
all I'm trying
like,
to say is, do you think it was
oh
one
my
of
goodness,
them, 2 of them, all of
that
them,
shit just
3?
broke
Like,
my heart, bro.
it's
You cannot
literally
say that,
that
bro.
simple. Like, to
I'm
your
actually
knowledge.
mad. I'm heated. I'm
Okay,
trying to contain myself.
matter of fact, no, never mind,
I'm
Ratazar, it's too
actually
difficult.
addressing the culture,
Brother
bro.
Yashar, to your knowledge, out of the 4 women, what is your estimation of those women? How many of them do you think have been molested by a black man?
Probably 3 or 4. Probably 3 out of the 4.
Okay,
What about the boys? You don't think boys get molested though?
Why are we
talking about everything? Let's
you're
talk
doing
about
the all
everything.
life matter type
Why
of
you deflecting? Why you
Yeah,
deflecting?
you're deflecting. I did not
That's
say
not
that because
deflecting.
Hold
I'm
on,
addressing the whole
you are
issue.
deflecting. I'm
You're
just asking you a question.
bringing in a separate point. That's dangerous.
Mhm.
If you want to talk about protecting little boys from pedophilia, we can. But when we're having the conversation on little girls being molested by black men, we have to keep it there. Anything else is deflecting.
No, it's not because it's the same issue.
No, it's not the
I'm
same issue.
I'm going to bring a little bit of clarity.
It's children. It's
Yashar
children
said
being
probably
molested.
3.
There
The
are
answer is
children
about.
being molested.
Hold on,
Okay, but we're talking about girls being molested.
You didn't have an answer. The answer is about 2. 2 out of the 4 women, right? 2 out of the 4 women have actually been molested by a black man, right?
But melanated.
So hold on. I can give you the statistics. 1 out of 4 black men have been molested. 1 out of 4 black men have been molested, and 2 out of 4 black women have been molested. Right?
Thank you.
I'm not going to hide around the statistics that if boys are also molested, right? Because that does happen. However, the conversation that we're having right now is about black women, right? And not even black women, black girls, young children, adolescents, teenagers. They're in a different category than women. Adolescent young ladies somehow being held as women, somehow like men are they can't navigate their faculties of the woman's power. A young woman's adolescent is tricking an adult somehow. I don't know, right? This is a nonsense that you're spewing, right? But I'm just saying that when you want to talk about overly sexualized, right? Young women are. I want you to really understand when you're speaking about why they're overly sexualized. How did they get that way? Because I don't know. You really sound like women are just evil and bad, and females are just dirty and sexually the horrible. We have these bad cores at us, right? But women get that way some kind of way, right? And it would make sense for you to explore the origins of overly sexualized nature. And I don't hear you coming at that shit, right? The molestation that happens all the time in the black community that then perverts women to desensitize themselves and cut themselves off from being pure vessels, right? And then they do sexual interaction in a different way, right? Right? So when you start talking about how these bad young girls, they just want it. I've seen you put that in the fucking chat. They want what they're getting from these older men. I've seen you write that, right? You're not going to try to act innocent and shit today. No, it's not going to fly.
I got a question
Okay.
for my brothers that's on the panel. Right.
Yo.
This is my question. I know for a fact that each one of y'all has had young women, young girls, and women have crushes on you. Now, just because they have a crush on you, that don't mean that you take full advantage of the situation, whether they're young girls to grown women.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I had somebody have a so-called crush on me, you understand? She was a grown woman, and I didn't entertain the attraction. I could have, but I didn't. What's the difference from me controlling myself with an adult and a young woman?
I mean, shit. You have more. Like, it's easier to constrain yourself with a minor. Like, it's no question. Like, with a grown person, I could see you being on the gate. Like, you know, should I take a number for later or something like that? If you get weak. But I mean, if you're talking about a little girl, like, that's not where your mind go. That's not even the same thing, bro.
I got an 18-year-old daughter, bro.
Man.
You know she got friends.
Yeah.
You know she got sisters that come over, spend the night. And when I tell you they all different shapes, what the listen, bro. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, bro.
This ain't that, bro.
Do you understand how fucking nasty that would be for me to even approach on some trying to be slick because they spending the night at my house, bro? Do you understand? Like, I don't even play bro. I don't even acknowledge those young ladies like that. When they walk through the door, I just make sure that my daughters and my family know that when you see me and you walk through my doors, you speak.
Thanks.
And as long as they, hey, Mr. Lloyd, hey, how y'all doing? And I'm back to what I'm doing. It ain't no, hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, give me a hug.
With me.
Yashar, we speaking on personal convictions and things though, but a lot of the young men, even the older men nowadays, they have no restraints, bro. And this is what I mean. It's the culture that's breeding. That's what I'm trying to get to. When I mention the women, I'm mentioning the fact that just like they say, protect yourself, wear the mask because COVID. You have to protect yourself. Like, we don't say these things for no reason. You know this as a man. This is what I'm saying. And for the projection of being a child molester or something being projected upon me, that really hurts my feelings, bro. None of it is right. None of it is right. And to just hop on one subject gets you nowhere.
Say it don't listen, I'll speak on all subjects. But when a grown man is telling me we need to protect ourselves from getting seduced by minors, that's the end of any discussion you want to have with me. This is what I'm focusing on.
That means we got to teach the youth.
Hey,
that's all that means.
No. Hold on. When I hear a grown man say, I'm fearful of falling victim to being seduced by one of these little girls, what I'm hearing,
that. I never spoke from a personal experience or.
Oh, you gotta be, bro. Listen, that's the difference between us and the people you usually talk to. We're not stupid.
No, I was speaking from
Nobody's
the
getting
reality.
okay. So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this.
Don't know.
So let me ask you this.
Caught up.
So let me ask you this. Who is your example that gave you this mentality to say this is what needs to be touched on? Who?
Reality, bro.
It's what you seen, right?
Listen, bro. I'm asking you who
that was in front of you. The examples that you seen, these men
No, not it's men and women. I'm speaking like as a whole, bro. It ain't just the men. It's men
Okay,
and
so
women.
I'm asking you what men are being seduced by little girls that you say, you know what? I need to address this problem.
Everybody, bro. That's why.
See,
That's
and
why
that's
I'm
what the
mentioning.
fuck
That's
is
why I'm
wrong with you,
mentioning
bro.
That's
being
why we have a problem
hypersexualized
with what you
because
You
saying,
think I
right?
give a fuck about you being
That's why we
attracted,
have a
bro?
problem with what you saying.
You just
You
told
say
all us
everybody,
men.
nigga. You just put me in that fucking category, bro.
You
After I
just
just had
told
a
all
conversation
us
with you
that
about how the
we
fuck
are
I feel about
potential
it.
pedophiles. That's what you just said.
No,
You just
I'm
told
speaking as a whole because I'm
All of us.
talking
What the
about
fuck is
us
that,
as
bro?
black people, bro.
But listen,
Nah,
I'm
so
asking you. Look,
melanated goddess, she's a fucking pedophile to our young men.
I'm
That's what the
speaking
fuck
in
you saying,
general.
bro.
I'm not being personal. Don't take it personal.
Everybody, bro. What the fuck is everybody? Oh, so I separate myself
that's
from
personal
everybody.
than a
Bro,
What the fuck
I
am
have.
I then?
Well, don't get mad. I have never witnessed you or seen you, bro. I ain't grow up with you, bro. I'm
so
talking
I'm
about
asking.
the
Okay,
people
so I'm
that I
asking.
see, the people that I.
I'm glad you said that. Who have you seen to make you bring attention to this problem?
The people down here where I live, bro. The reality that I witnessed, bro. That's all I'm talking about.
And where do you live?
I live in Georgia.
So you saying in Georgia, there's a lot of cases of grown men fucking with minors.
They just. I'm speaking about the culture.
Man, why are you getting scared? I just asked you. Are you saying in Georgia, there's a lot of men that are grown messing with minors? And that's what lets me know this is a clear red flag. Like
No,
when you
I'm
have to
trying
be
to
that
see. I'm
careful with
trying to be
your
like,
answers.
why is
When
that
you have
question
to be
relevant?
that careful
Why
with
is
your
that question
answers.
relevant? I said what I witnessed and
When
observed.
you have to be that careful with your answers, you have something to hide.
Because your question is I'm way past that
All
question.
I'm
I'm trying to
okay,
backpedal. Like, what the hell did you talking about? I thought I already
because
made that clear.
no, you haven't. No, you haven't. And now
I
that you
said
know you haven't,
I
maybe you
said
should
all of it was
readjust yourself.
wrong, bro. I said every
What the
last bit
fuck
of
does
it is
it
wrong.
gotta be wrong? Gotta do with your geographical location and the men
Okay.
sleeping with women?
So there's a problem with me saying women have to protect
All
themselves
I
by.
did was ask, is there a lot of niggas in Georgia that's grown that's fucking with minors? That's all I asked.
I mean, the answer
I
would be a
mean,
clear yes.
oh, okay, yes, okay, bet. Now, are these men that's grown that's messing with these minors? Are they being seduced by these minors?
I mean, shit, it look like they in a relationship to me.
It look like they're in a relationship to me. Are these grown men being seduced by these minors?
I don't know how to answer that, bro. Because I don't know what you mean by seduce. When I say
but I don't
seduce,
know how to answer the question.
I mean by the way that they dress, bro. That it
Bro,
draws attention, that type of attention. You know what I mean?
all
And
I'm asking you is, are these grown men being seduced by these minors you're seeing them in relationships with?
I mean, bro, your questions is like, what
Your
you doing?
question is like,
I'm being interrogated. You interrogate me, I'll answer
now
your
I
question.
don't give a fuck what you call it. I'm asking you,
Because
are these grown men that's with these children being seduced by these children? I don't give a fuck what you call it.
I would say yes.
You would say yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And what makes you think that?
Well, the way they carry themselves, the way they talk.
Okay, explain.
Acting.
How does one carry themselves that you know the grown man is being seduced by a little
See,
girl?
why do I gotta go down this line of questioning like
Because
this, bro?
you have to educate us. You have to educate.
Shit.
First of all, you jumped on this panel to bring attention to this. Now we want to be educated, and you're clamming shut. What I'm asking,
clamming shut.
I
Why don't
asked
you let
you.
me dictate what
I
I
asked
want to say
you.
instead of you trying to funnel me down this rabbit hole you going down?
I asked you, were there men that were grown with minors? You said, yeah. I said, are these grown men being seduced by these minors? You said, yeah. I said, how do you know? You said because of the way they act. Okay, who is they, and how, and what about the way they act lets you know that the young woman is seducing a grown man? Please.
The way that they act is like a woman. You know, they're not. You know what a child is. You know what a woman is. You know how a child dress, and you know how a woman dress. And I mean, if they carry their stuff like an adult, you know what I mean, they keep company with adults, like
Okay, I get it. Yeah, they act grown. They
Have you
act
never
grown.
seen a
they
child
acting
play dress
grown.
up?
Okay, so
Ratazar, have
now,
you never seen a child play dress up?
But
Ratazar? Do young girls ever, like when they're 5, 6, 7, wear their mother's high heels?
Yeah, but that's
I'm
not
not
what
talking about no little
Well,
girl.
but what I'm
I was
saying is
talking about
that
like
same behavior of
the
a child, right, mimicking adult behavior is developmentally appropriate, Arataza. And if you had a child, you would
no.
freaking know that.
So this what I'm saying. What about, you say the girls are dressed as if they're grown, they're acting grown, okay?
Yes.
But you also said we know what a grown up is, right? So a 15-year-old is not a grown up, even
No.
if a 15-year-old acts grown or dresses grown. In our terminology, we know as men that don't make them a grown up. So
But see,
what about?
but now you saying we know as men when that's not a fact.
That's
Because
not a
as I
fact.
pointed out, a lot of niggas out here just following a divine and rods. They haven't been given the knowledge
Okay,
to
but
be disciplined.
this what I'm asking you.
Why are you
Don't they
taking up
know?
for these niggas,
Don't
man?
they know? Don't they know that the 15-year-olds aren't women?
I'm trying to figure out how this nigga's taking up for these niggas.
No. Hold on. We know already, bro.
Because it goes both ways. That's
okay. So this
how
what?
I'm
Okay.
able
So
to say, hey,
Because at the end of the day,
the men is out of line and the women is out of
any
line.
of
But
her
y'all don't
friends
want
would
to
have
call
ever
out both
approached me.
ends.
Come on, man.
Any
This
of
is
her
the
want to
friends
fifth
would have
call out
line
ever
of
both
approached
ends.
me.
questioning, man.
She would have knocked. She would have killed.
We
She would
can't.
have. Man, she would have
We
dusted
can't.
them off.
Hey, Yashar, we already know what's up, bro. Just listen
This
to the
nigga's a
line of
fucking
questioning,
weirdo, bro.
bro.
The fuck is he talking about?
We got there at point 8. There's no reason to argue with him. Let's just get the reasoning. So now, because this 15-year-old is acting grown, you're saying that grown men now see them as grown?
I mean, whether they do it, I'm not in their brain. I don't know what the fuck they think, bro.
Okay, but you just said these grown men were seduced. Nigga, you would have to fucking be in their brain to know that they
Oh
got
my
seduced.
goodness. Why do I gotta fucking explain this shit to y'all, bro?
Because
Like
you're
you don't
saying,
know reality.
instead of
I
saying
know.
grown,
Listen, bro.
because no, you listen. Instead of saying grown men are preying on young girls, you're saying grown men are being seduced by little girls. Therefore, you would have to be in a nigga's mind to know they got seduced. That's why I'm asking you, what makes you say they being seduced? You're saying because the girl is dressing grown. In my mind and yours, we know you would look at a little girl that's dressed grown and feel like you're being seduced. That's where this all coming from. But I'm walking you, I'm going with you on the line of questioning because you're sick and you're narcissistic. And it's 2021 and you niggas are getting bold. So now I'm asking you, what about the man with the young girl makes you feel the dude is being seduced? You said simply because the girl is acting grown. Because the girl is acting grown, that means she must have seduced him. That's the most logical answer you can come up with because that's how your brain is set up to think. That's it. When I sit up here and I think about an older dude being with a younger girl, I think of the older dude having the car, the younger girl not having the car, older dude having money to, buy stuff and, do stuff that she wouldn't be able to do within her own means. That's what I'm looking at. I don't see a victim, a man, drowned in seduction of a little girl. Like, no, nigga. How do you not see the conversation that's happening in front of you? What about this man and this woman, when you see them, makes you feel that the man is being seduced?
Look, dude, stop questioning me. Let me talk, nigga. I'm not with that bullshit no more because you trying to place me in a box or some shit.
You're super defensive.
Hold your
I'm only
motherfucking
going off.
horses, Suave.
I'm only
Because
going off of what
because
you
you trying
said.
to paint me
I'm
with a
only
brush
going
that
off
ain't
of what
right,
you
nigga.
said. You said
Bro,
that grown
hold
men
your
are being
motherfucking
seduced.
horses, man.
You said grown
Because
men
you
are being
trying to make it
seduced.
seem like I'm wrong when
You're
actually
saying you're
you
wrong.
wrong.
You're wrong.
You wrong,
You
bro.
said grown men are being seduced by little girls. That's wrong.
You acknowledged it earlier.
I acknowledged it so that
You
I could get to
acknowledged
this
it
line.
earlier.
So that
You
I could get to
acknowledged
this.
it, bro.
So that I could get to this line of questioning. Whatever you need me to
So
say, I'm going to say.
so you can
Listen,
shuckle buck and act like I'm contradicting myself.
no, you're not contradicting yourself. You're standing on your square saying grown men are being seduced by girls. I'm saying that's impossible, and I'm asking you, how did you get to that conclusion?
And you said that women do seduce men.
I said it so that you would continue to talk. I first stated to you that
are not girls.
You're ridiculous. No
Women
little
are not
girl,
girls. Stop
no
getting it
little
twisted.
girl can seduce a grown man. But you didn't hear me say that 5 times. You didn't hear me say that 5 times.
I bet. So hold on. So you, bruh, you tripping. You tripping.
Grown men
Where the
cannot be
fuck you
seduced.
been? You ain't in reality, is you?
Grown men cannot be
You
seduced
don't see
by
these
little
little girls
girls.
going to school pregnant, do you?
Grown men cannot be seduced by little girls.
So you mean to tell me that these young women, or excuse me, young girls, young ladies, right? These baby girls that's pregnant in the high school, they pregnant by grown men. That's what you saying, Rataza?
A lot of the time.
Are you motherfucking kidding me, nigga?
No. Because just like Suave said, they can do shit with the older men
Don't
and
bring
get
your ass
stuff.
around me, bro.
They can do things with the older men that they can't do.
Don't ever come.
I want to know. I don't want to
I
argue
ain't
with
never
you.
gave a
I
fuck
don't want
about
to
you, bro.
argue with you. I don't want to argue with
Never
you.
gave a fuck about you,
Listen,
bro.
I'm not trying to argue
Y'all
with
can
you.
cut
I
that
want to
simp
know.
shit out.
I want to
You can
know
cut
how
that
you
simp
know.
shit out.
I want to know how you know. I want to listen. I want to get the logic, the reasoning behind how you figure that these men are being seduced.
Because I see reality.
Oh,
and I'm
listen,
not
stop.
stupid like
Okay.
you. I'm not stupid like you.
Okay, so can you tell somebody who's not stupid like you?
I ain't telling you shit,
How?
nigga.
All right,
How about that?
Yeah, that shit easy. How about that?
Nigga.
Go back to where the fuck you been, nigga. You been. I don't know if you know this, nigga, but you been ain't on my panel. You're sick. You're looking at a grown man with a little girl, and you're calling the grown man a victim. You're sick. And then you calling it reality. You talking about where the fuck you been? Where the fuck you been? I never said that grown men ain't messing with little girls, but they're not being seduced by them. You're making the little girl the aggressor. She's the seductress who puts on clothes and dressed like a grown woman, who acts like a grown woman, and men can't tell the difference. And then they just wake up with kids by these young women, thinking they were grown the whole time. And that's not what the fuck happened, nigga. Nobody was holding these niggas accountable. There wasn't no system set up to protect these girls, guide these girls, and then they motherfucking ignorance, they played a game, and grown men who will never be a victim in this situation took advantage of that shit. They did something they knew was wrong. It's on us. It's always on us. It's never on anybody else. That's what takes so much validity away from all of our real arguments, is when y'all lean on the woman, the white man. No, a lot of this is on us. You as a grown man, that's what's wrong with you. You sit up and talking about this little girl dressing grown. So why are you even attracted to women who dress like that? Why are you even attracted to a woman who has her ass and her titties out? So then when a little girl puts her ass and her titties out, you think she's grown. You shouldn't be attracted to a motherfucking woman that's dressing like that anyway, unless it's a special occasion. But anybody that just walk out and just dress like they selling it, why are you attracted to them? You complain about weave, but why are you attracted to weave? Why do you give a girl with lashes and eye contacts the time of day if you're against weave, eyelashes, and contacts? Because you aren't drawing the line, they're not respecting the line. Now, we done got all the way to the point that men ain't being held accountable, all the way to the point where they say, I'm being seduced by these little girls. No, you're a pervert. You're a pervert. Because guess what? That 500-pound motherfucking buck-tooth cockeyed girl ain't seducing your ass. And she dressing grown. But you got the willpower to restrain yourself. You sick, bro. You're sick. Blocking. Find one of his old comments and block him. I don't give a fuck. Terry Smoot in the building, man. Shout out to you. Melanated got us. Shout out to you. Hit the panel. I ain't greet you when you got up here. And that's just what it is. What's going on with the fam bam?
Can you hear me, Suave? Is everything good?
T Sizzle.
Absolutely. Your mic is nice.
Okay.
What's good, T Sizzle?
What up, Yashar? Hey, Yashar. I want to say first and foremost, remember in the back in the days when I did visit the family, you helped me out with that ticket. They ended up writing everything off, so I did want to say thank you for doing that. And whenever you want to meet up again, I'll be in Los Angeles. We can meet up for take care of the family again with some good dinner. And also to you, Suave, it's been a good show. And shout out to T-Dub on the win. But I just jumped in right here because hey, this conversation got wild, and I'm gonna be honest with you, that dude is definitely like a pedophile because like you had brought out, and the key word you brought out was a grown woman compared to a little girl. As grown men over the age of 18, we can differentiate, and we know what right from wrong is. The simple fact of anybody trying to make any excuses for this, and is even trying to put this off of young girls, maybe 15, 16 years old. These are adolescent girls still going through puberty. Come on, my nigga. Like, that right there is just sick and grotesque what I heard. Like, and he's lucky that he doesn't have his real name out there, because I would say real life he'd be a blue banner in jail, because that's low key, like, that's like low key preying on children. So I had to come on here because I'm like, what am I hearing? And to me, actually hear a man defending. Hey, I took disrespect in that. That's why I wanted to question him. Like, what the hell is he talking about? But stop, you're on the right path. You did it right. You did it right, sir. So let me fall back.
I appreciate it, big dog. You already know what's going on, man. Shout out to Terry Smoot, and I appreciate the work you did for me. A dude hit me up on that page, like, hey, I'm looking to be managed and stuff. I was like, dang, do you know I wasn't even thinking about that? So yeah,
It
was crack.
offline, you can hit offline, hit me up, and I still got you on all kinds of free
Oh
99
shit, hold on.
services.
I think I did something to my audio.
Same thing with you. Okay, sis. Same thing with you, Yashar, and everybody else. Like, oh no, I was gonna say, Suave, offline, hit me up. I still got everything you need done. It's all free 99. I get you logos, banner designs, anything. I got you. Just I be busy at work at times. I got to pay rent and everything else like that. But whenever I catch free time when I'm not smoking or indulging in other things, of course, I'll do work for you. And it's all free 99. I got you.
Hey, bro, T Sizzle, shit, Swab gonna be down this motherfucker next month, bro. So make some time, bro. We all link up.
My birthday's in October. So hopefully it comes around the same time. Me and Snoop Dogg are actually born on the same day. We're born October 20th. So if he's around, if you're gonna be down, Suave, in California around like October in the 20s, let me know, dude. I'll drive down there. We can go to a nice restaurant. I'll pay for it. Just to show you that kind of California hospitality.
Yeah, me and Katrina's supposed to be flying out to Las Vegas. Her birthday is like October 11th. So, and then we supposed to drive Tazanala. Me and Katrina's supposed to drive to LA. I mean California, sorry. Yeah, we gonna be
so
out
you're
there.
only gonna drive for around. So you're only gonna drive for 4 hours, because from LA to Vegas is only 4.5, 5 hours. Am I right? Yashar, ZZY.
Damn, she said 3. So I'm scared how she drive. I thought she said 3.
No,
It all depends on how you push.
Sometimes 5, sometimes 4. If you're going like some.
Look at that, Libra Gang 10-4, 10, 10, 10, 9. I see y'all. Terry, when yours?
Oh shoot, my birthday is October 20th, same day as Snoop Dogg.
10-20. Ratazar, what's up, man?
Not much, bro. I just want to apologize to you, Sean, in the panel, man. I ain't mean to like be all off the rails like that.
No, Ratazar. Here's my thing, Ratazar. We need clarification on just some of the statements and some of the things that you had stated, because it's coming off a little bit. It's coming off a little bit weird on what you had said earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Let me try to clear it up. I agree wholeheartedly. A man should be able to contain himself, should be able to discipline himself. But at the same time, you know what I mean? I have to acknowledge the other end. That's all I'm saying, bro. There's tactics being used on the other end to actually ploy men into this bait. You know what I mean? Whether it's for child support, whether it's for financial gain, whether it's for, you know what I mean, shits and giggles. It's being played on both sides. You know what I mean? So we have to acknowledge that and also change the culture because, like I say, it's the music, it's the entertainment, it's everything. It's in everything that we do. The dances, even. You know what I mean? So
But
it's a lot that we have to change.
listen, big dog. Do you listen to the radio?
Yes.
I
No.
don't.
No.
Okay. Do you watch TV?
No.
I don't. When is this your culture? This sex-driven culture. When is it your culture? When it's on the radio? When it's on TV?
I mean,
If you don't do it, is it your culture?
Yeah, I personally stopped consuming all that garbage.
So I'm asking, if you don't do something, is that something your culture?
Well, my people is my culture, so yes.
Okay,
Wait,
but I'm saying
our people aren't known. Our people really aren't known to be pedophiles and things like that. That's more of like a Caucasian thing. We just now adopted and started doing this because, like, we don't really do all that. And if we did in ancient times, we had practices. We don't just do this willy nilly now. We don't have an instance. It's only possibly because of just us being exposed to this new change of culture and because of society.
Yes,
and you can't say.
Can I ask one?
You say
Can
one
I ask
second.
a question?
hold on,
That,
melanated. I got you. Go ahead, Yashar. I got you, melanated.
And you can't say that, oh, our grandparents, you know what I'm saying, indulged in that shit. No, they didn't indulge in that type of shit. What you see is they were getting married. They was not just recklessly out there just having
Big
sex.
facts. Say that one more time, Yashar. Say that one more time. What did they do?
Oh, they got married. They created big families, which is what we come from. You understand?
Exactly.
So when you talk
my
about
uncle had 9 sons.
When we talk about when we talk about our past, we can't. That's just like I'm not even gonna mention the sister's name, but that's just like the sister was trying to put on our pedophiles and rapists, which is absolutely insane. So I'm just trying to figure this, man. Listen, man, I can't figure it out. It ain't nothing for me to figure out.
Oh, let's figure it out, bro. I mean, and I want him to clear it up because I'm not trying to slander the man. I'm not trying to say anything incorrect. But once you say grown men are being seduced by 15-year-olds, you fucked up with me. I don't know any other way to say it. You fucked up with me. Listen, a grown man, right? Like, do you have standards? Can just any woman just come get you and make you theirs? So
no, not me personally.
Okay, that's what's up. So the way that grown men do it, if a woman is too stupid, she does goofy shit. She fucks up. She's not experienced in life. That's suspect. That's suspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, your girl's supposed to be able to compliment you. If you sit up here with any little sedity, empty head ass, bro, like, you cannot be with a 15, 16-year-old and not notice that they're 15 and fucking 16. Well, what do you do with your time? Well, what? Like, it only take one question. Like, that's it, bro. So when I look at grown men with little girls, I don't see the grown men as being a victim. I see the grown men as doing what he's doing and that nobody's around him saying, hey, nigga, I'm going to beat your ass. People saying that's his business. He gets seduced, or they say something where they give him the pass and he continue to mess with these little girls. But never in my mind will I say, well, my culture, because that's not my culture. I don't give a fuck. You can be dark as night. You can look just like me. I can mistake you for me. If you move like that, you not my people. That's just it. I can't control how I look, but I know the energy that animate my body.
Hey, say that again, Swamp.
Yeah, the energy that animate my body come from a source that don't do that. I don't give a fuck what physical shape I took on. The energy that animates my body does not move like that. If your body move like that because of the energy contained in it, then I know you not my people. In the physical or the spiritual. You
That's
not my
right,
people.
King.
You move
But
in there.
that's why I say I'm looking at reality. I'm looking outside of myself and seeing this. You know what I mean? That's why I'm bringing it up, bro. It's not that
No,
I
I'm
openly
with
do
you. I'm
anything,
with you.
bro.
Look, the thing, because I don't want it to get confused. I see men messing with little girls. Where we're missing each other at is the means of transportation to which you got to the conclusion that they are being seduced.
Because the girls are being taught to use their bodies as tools.
They're being taught
Who's
by the same
They
men
sexual
that's
objects.
being
go
taught
ahead,
by
big
their
dog.
uncles and their fathers and their big brothers that violated them when they were little girls. And you are not even talking about that part.
Yeah,
Right?
I wanted
You're
to.
not even talking about the source of the over sexualized
Hold on, Melanator.
sexualization. You're just
But that
going
goes.
to blaming the victim and the behaviors that they have adapted after they have been victimized, right? So after someone has been victimized and they've adapted certain behaviors, now you're going to saying, look at them, they're being fast, but you're not looking at how they got fast. When they were
But
little innocent girls playing with dolls, and someone
I,
said, "Hey, come sit on my lap. Hey, come do this. Hey, come do that. It's gonna be our little secret." You don't want to talk about none
Melanator.
of that shit, right? You're not calling your fellow brothers to the
That's
carpet and saying this shit need to end. What you're doing is you're saying these young girls are bad girls. And like I'm trying not to cut you out really badly,
don't cuss me
but
out,
my,
boo.
my question was no, listen, my question was, right? This them dressing sexy, right? I want to talk about that, right? Did it ever occur to you, right, that a 15-year-old girl could be dressing sexy to attract a 17-year-old boy and not a fucking 25, 30-year-old man? Did it ever occur to you that maybe she's trying to attract someone within her age group, right? Maybe her biological clock is ticking. Maybe she want to be a mom. I work in a high school. You know how many teen parents there are? Lots of them. But there are 18, 19, 20-year-old young men who have 17, 18, 19-year-old baby mothers or girlfriends, right? They're not
Right.
fucking 19 and they got a 12-year-old baby mama. That's not happening. See
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But
So
that's my hope.
you're over here co-signing dysfunction and like some kind of
No,
mental sickness, right?
no,
You're
no,
actually saying it's happening, it's normal, and the young ladies are at fault because they got
no,
these hips and they just showing their hips all over the damn place. You
no.
sound fucking crazy.
No, Melanator, you got me wrong. I was actually trying to get a solution, and actually, Yashar mentioned the solution. We actually need
Listen,
the family structure in place
So Aratazar, let me
because
jump in real
a
quick.
lot of these problems stem from single parent households.
Aratazar, let me jump in real quick. Peace to the panel, to everybody. Yashar, Melanie the Goddess, Swab Boss, of course, Aratazar in the
Black
chat.
Power.
But let me just ask you something, Aratazar, because what I hear is a person who's having, or at least Swab knows I always try to get a benefit of the doubt. So I think what I'm hearing is somebody that's having an issue articulating themselves properly. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. So let me just ask you two simple questions. All right. These are easy questions. They're not trick questions. Aratazar, is it ever right? Is it ever right for any reason at all for a grown man to mess with an underage girl? That's an easy question. You said no, right?
Hell no.
All right, you passed that one. Now here's the second one, and this one going to determine if you understand the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand, Aratazar, that if a grown man ever feels like he was seduced by a young girl, it's because that grown man has issues? Do you understand that?
Of course, and that's why I mentioned also that our boys aren't being taught how to control themselves. They're following their divining rod and letting that control them. Their smaller brain. You know what I
Okay, now
mean?
that's cool. But let me tell you why there's an issue on the panel with you. I heard what you just said, but here's the issue. The reason why there's an issue, because instead of you clarifying that last point I just made, whenever that point is made by somebody, you come with, well, what about this? What about that? What about the young boys? What? And it's like you're trying to run.
But I'm actually mentioning
No, but I'm just
solutions.
explaining why you're coming off the way you're coming off. Because if I was on a panel, right, and I heard everybody making the point that, because Suave said it like 15 times, a grown man cannot be seduced by a young girl. It can't happen unless that man has psychological problems. That's the only way.
And they do.
All right. But see, if you had just acknowledged that and then said, y'all are right, I acknowledge everything you're saying, but I wanted to talk about the bigger issue as far as the community and how sometimes it happens, then that would be cool. But the way you going about it, and again, I'm just telling you how it's coming off as I'm listening. The way you're going about it, it sounds like you're trying to brush away what they're saying to talk about what you're saying without acknowledging it. That's how it sounds, I'm saying.
No, you know what? I actually acknowledged. I stopped and said, hey, y'all are right. But I also, you know what I mean? I'm adding on to it. I'm building to a solution, but people don't want to build with me. You know what I mean? That's
Because
why
of
I'm
how it
mentioning all
sounded.
these things so we can get back to the family structure.
Right. But do you understand that the reason why they were doing that is because it's like you was trying to sweep under the rug the bigger point. Like, it don't matter how the girl is dressing.
No,
She
my
could
point
come
is
out
the
butt
bigger
naked.
point.
If
My
the
point is the
dude is in
bigger
his
point.
right mind, he's not going to be swayed by this little girl. That's the point. You
My
understand
point
that?
is the bigger point.
But I'm saying, but do you see what I'm saying? But do you
Yeah, I
understand what I just
understand
said?
No,
what
your
you're
point is
saying.
not the bigger point.
Yes,
Did
it
you hear what
is.
he just
The
said?
family
He
structure
said
is
if the young
broken.
woman is butt naked. So if a little girl who is butt naked comes walking outside, a
Melanated,
person
it's
in their
never. I
right mind,
already said it's never right. Why do I
a
gotta
person in
keep
their right,
going on about this? But y'all will not mention the family structure. The man getting kicked out the household.
Why you can give the man the respect when he was speaking, but as soon as I start speaking, now you talking? Do you recognize that? That's crazy. He was just talking, you was quiet, right? I started talking, now you talking. Because you don't respect women, point blank, period. It's very evident. It's very evident.
And that's what I was trying to clear up.
He just said a young girl being naked, walking out the street, a person in their right mind would not react to that. They would think that something is wrong with this little girl, right? A pervert mind would say, she want to get violated. I'm about to go violate shorty.
And I want to make this important, and I want to get the floor back to volume. It doesn't matter about a single home. A grown man, I don't give a fuck if you came up with a mother, a father, both, or neither. A grown man knows what a child is and not to fuck with it. You're not being seduced. You're not thinking that you're doing something right because the girl is dressed a certain way. You know you're doing something wrong. You know it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, volume.
No, that's the point. So what you just said, I'm trying to get Aratazar to understand that he's focused on this point he's trying to make, but he's not understanding the reason why you're getting all this pushback is because you saying you are acknowledging it, but it sounds like you still kind of trying to get around it, as opposed to just saying, you know what? Exactly. No man in his right mind would mess with no underage girl, no matter what. That's how you shut it down. And when you say stuff like, well, why I got to keep answering this? Because, Aratazar, if people keep asking you for clarification, that's because it sounds like you're not being clear. You have to understand that. Why would they keep asking me this over and over? Because maybe I'm not making it clear. That's why. So if you just blanket it and say, listen, no man, no grown man is going to mess with no young woman, no matter what. I don't care how she dressed, what she looked like, don't matter. If you say that emphatic, bro, then it's a wrap.
And that's what I'm saying. Stop. Oh man, if you had a standard, you wouldn't even get tricked. 15-year-old can't act like a 30-year-old. It's impossible. It's impossible. A 30-year-old has experienced too much.
It's impossible. You're right.
So that's what I'm saying, is that I just got a problem with that. And then you got to remember, it's coupled with the other things that I heard you say. Like anytime I'm hearing where the girl needs to stop dressing like that.
Right.
Like, wait, what? The
That's
girl
part
needs
of
to
the
stop dressing
equation,
like
though,
that.
Suave. I can't be ostracized for that.
But listen, the first part of the equation is what? Aratazar. Let's see if you pass this test.
The broken house home.
No, nigga. The man need to not be willing to mess with a minor. That's the first part of the equation. I don't give a fuck. You can't blame it on the broken house home that you fucked with a minor.
But the household is where that discipline come from.
You cannot say as a grown man because you didn't have a father, you mess with little girls. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
So it doesn't matter what home you grow up in. But when you're trying to say the reason why you're saying the home is because that's where the little girls learn how not to dress like that. And that's who you're putting the onus on. The little
No, the
girl.
boys learn how to be actual men too, instead of damn horny dogs, bro.
Okay,
Like,
listen. There's no environment that raises little boys to mess with little girls once they're grown. There's no environment like that.
In America?
No. I don't know about them, but I'm talking about us. There's no environment. There's no environment. Like I can see you saying, hey, the mother dresses like this, the daughter started dressing like that, or the mother didn't dress like this, and the daughter started dressing like this. But I'm not seeing a little boy see a grown man messing with little girls, so he messes with little girls. Like, no. You're not a traumatized child at that point. You're a grown man who needs to know no matter what the fuck you've been through, you cannot have sex with little girls. There's nothing in your life.
They actually don't care about the age because they just want to get off. You know what I mean? That's all they care about.
Why is you speaking for people that you? I mean, if it's not your lifestyle,
That nigga said they don't care about the age. Where did you get this research?
It only makes sense that you saying it because you did it.
It's evident, bro.
It's not
evident. You ain't got a homeboy that just talk like
I don't
they just
listen. I said it the last show. I don't have no homeboys that move like that.
That move like that.
Right.
You crazy?
I mean,
now you can have.
I grew up,
I got
bro.
two beautiful daughters, and they got homegirls. So what I look like having some sick ass niggas around me when I know my daughters is bringing their homegirls around?
Right.
No, I'm not talking about now in our life, bro. Because like,
nah, bro, I don't know
I'm talking about growing up,
bro.
talking and hearing conversations.
I just turned 43 years old September 3rd, and I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Happy birthday, belated, bro. That's my birthday too.
Oh shit! Happy birthday, bro. That's his birthday too, my nigga.
Yo, Ratazar, man. Let me help you out, brother. I'm gonna try to help you out. The conversation that you're trying to have.
Turn yourself in. Oh, you going somewhere? Okay, go ahead, Ryan.
Second to that. The conversation you're trying to have, Ratazar. If you want to have that convo, you got to understand the time and the place, bro. What you say is, you know what? Since we talking about this issue and y'all right about that, can we have another conversation at another time about the root of all this and how it starts and dealing with the home situation? That's because you trying to tie it into this one. It ain't working, bro. Because it's every time you do it, it sounds like you trying to do something slick.
And look, man, the nigga was a victim. You know the girl is being taught to use her body as a weapon against me.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, you got to make that a whole separate conversation, bro.
No, nigga. And like Yashar said, I don't know about y'all, but I can conceive that every grown man has had a little girl who had a crush on him. That was a little too close, a little too fast. You know what I'm saying? Cross the motherfucking line. Mm-hmm. You don't be like, I don't know what to do right now. I'm feeling seduced. Like, what the fuck? That's the same reaction as if a nigga walk up and try to get with you. What the fuck is going on right now?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't stop playing with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's never a situation where you like, who's looking? Let me see if I can get away. Like, no, bro. If you thinking that, nigga, you will do it. You will pull it. And you sick. If you thinking that, you're sick. That's just crazy as hell. I don't get it. It's never. And then, like I said, with the little boy, when is the little boy? Because you say it happens on both sides. When is the little boy seducing women?
Yeah, I ain't never seen that one.
Nah, I was talking about like just molestation period.
Oh, molestation. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I see the molestation happening, but you're trying to call it not molestation. Is seduction in the other way.
No. But see, you can't have it one way. It gotta go both ways. So if the young lady is seducing, us, because of how they dress. So you mean to tell me the football players, right? 'Cause I was a football player in high school, right? And I know for a fact I had my shit shortcut, so you seeing all my abs, homie. I had my arm sleeves cut so you can see my gun. I did that for a fact. So you mean to tell me all them grown women that was looking at me, they wasn't borderline pedophilia?
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't got nothing to say about that, huh? That shit is okay.
I actually think, I actually think like watch like when the girl go to
Why
the
do you keep
swim.
breaking? Look, bro, you wanted to have
The
this
example
conversation
he
about
just
us.
gave.
You wanted to have this conversation about the men. I brought this shit to you. Now you
I
want to
said
bring it back
yeah.
to the fucking women.
I said
I
yes.
don't know what the fuck your problem is, bro, but it
I
seems like
said
you
yes,
don't want to
King.
have a conversation about what the fuck is on your mind. So go ahead, talk about
I
it.
said I had said yeah. I mean, damn. What?
This nigga you get frustrated with us.
No, I don't understand with the anger for it. I said yeah, but I had continued on. But I got chewed out. I don't even know why.
Yeah, cause you gotta do, and again, I'm saying this with all due respect, bro. You gotta do some self-evaluation because if you're keeping it real, like Melanated said, I seen some things you wrote in the chat. Like, it's kind of weird. I'm gonna be honest, bro. You said some strange stuff in the chat before, so you gotta like really look at what you were saying.
Look, kind of like she asked me if my daughter was to get raped because of how she was provocatively dressed. Would she have to take any accountability for that? I said yes, because she would ultimately have to. You put yourself in a situation and that you shouldn't have been in. And that happens a lot.
By wearing
You
some
have to
clothes.
take accountability.
By wearing some clothes, you put yourself in rape.
And being around people that like strangers and shit.
Then
Even
that's the
sometimes people that
problem.
you
Then that's
know.
the problem.
Even
It's
some
the
people that you
person.
know. So
Look, it's not her dressing like that. It's the person that raped her.
and
So let me say this, cause I know what he's saying, right? As weird as it is, and we all think it's weird. I know what he's saying. I know y'all do too. But here's the point.
Hey, y'all, Daniel, you was pedophile, bro. You traumatized, my nigga.
Aratazar, the
not
point,
at all, King. I'll show you
Aratazar,
my
listen,
little
bro,
niece right
listen,
now, bro.
Aratazar, listen, stay focused. The point you trying to make is the way society is today, right? With a lot of sick people, a lot of sick men, sick-minded people, right? And if a girl understands that and she goes and dresses in a seductive way, you're trying to say if she goes out there in that environment, knowing that it's like that, then she would have to take some responsibility for what happens. That's your train of thought, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your train of thought. So but here's the problem with what you said in the chat. Because what you said in the chat was that if a woman dresses like that, she wants that attention. That's what you said in one of your comments. That's not the same thing. It's one thing to go out there and she has to be accountable for what happens, even though I'm not with that. But it's one thing for that. But it's another thing for you to say in a comment that if a woman dresses a young girl, dresses seductively, then she wants that type of attention to happen to her. That's crazy, bro.
But how is that crazy? And don't appearance matter?
Because no woman or young girl wants to be like raped, bro. You're talking about pedophilia.
Of course not, King. I'm not
Let's take
justifying.
this into
But
consideration, right? Let's take this into consideration, right? So a lot of times, right, from my experience growing up around women, experiencing, you know what I'm saying, being around my wife's family, because on her side, especially her mother's side, you know, it's majority of the women's that run the family, right? So what I've seen is on their birthdays, to be exact, they like to say and call it dressing sexy to themselves, right? They looking in the mirror. This ain't got shit to do with what we gonna see when they step out. This ain't got nothing to do with what I'm gonna see when I'm looking
You
at
ain't
her
have to move in. You could have.
after she finished getting herself together. This is what I do understand. They get dressed like that for themselves because they feel a certain type of way, right? And they do that out of the respect that we have enough respect for ourselves and respect for them not to disrespect them and approach them like they some fucking hoes. Like they want to be ravished like that because they might have wanted to rock a short skirt. So again, I'm taking it back to the tribals that's over there right goddamn now in 2021. You mean to tell me you gonna take your ass on vacation and you gonna see those native women over there with their titties out with the straw skirt covering themselves, and you gonna get aroused and say they want it, and you gonna go take it.
No.
So you have control. You choose to have control. What's in them to tell them that they can't have control like you have? It's something that they was programmed,
Yeah.
that they learned in school. Where they learned it from?
The culture, like say,
What culture? What culture?
the culture of entertainment, the music, the dance.
So you mean so the songs, right? Because the only song I can recall that really was pushing pedophilia like that, right? On some G shit.
Not pedophilia, just the hypersexualization of the peoples.
Hyper what?
Like being hypersexual, like one to have just be like rabbit.
So that culture is not just here. Hypersexuality is everywhere, especially in these other foreign countries. They worse than the motherfuckers that's over here. So I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
I mean, the music is disgusting.
Okay, so let's deal with the music. So again, the only music that I heard was R. Kelly that was really like pushing, you know what I'm saying, dealing with young women. Okay, for real, that I can remember. You understand? When I listen to Delphonics, when I listen to Temptations and shit like that, I don't hear them talking about young women, grown ass men being pedophiles. I don't listen to that. Who the fuck would listen to that, bro? And call it oldies and still listen to that shit to this day. Listen, man, I'm trying to understand where you coming from, so I don't be upset, bro. Because at the end of the day, like I say, man, I got daughters.
The music, bro, they call women bitches and hoes on the music videos.
So calling a woman a bitch and a hoe, right? Calling a woman a bitch and a hoe is telling a man to sexually disrespect her.
Not only that, but the
okay.
the
So
music
which one of the words is leading you to want to in your mind when you hear it say I need to go? You know what I'm saying? This little young thing right here. I need to just go ahead and knock that down. What's telling you that?
I don't listen to it, bro.
Hey, Yashar, real quick. One thing, your mic is getting real low, bro, for some reason. It's like you fading out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
That was me.
So I'm just trying to understand, like, the conversation, man. Like, you blamed it on the culture. We know this ain't our fucking culture.
But
this ain't our culture.
It influences us.
What influences us, man? Why am I not influenced the same way that they are?
Because you came up out of it. You realized what was going on.
It was never in me.
It wasn't in me, never in me.
I never wanted to deal with nobody younger than me.
But
that was never something that I wanted to do.
That's not.
I never wanted to deal with nobody 2 years older than me when I was in high school.
Hey, Swab, Melanator said she in the back. Melanator said she in the back, Swab.
So what at what point in time did I miss it? What age range?
I mean, you can act like it's not reality, but
I ain't acting like shit. I asked a simple question. You can't address the simple question.
I mean, just look at the music videos.
I'm asking you, when did I? At what point in time? It's a time period. Let's go with the 80s to the 90s, right? Let's deal with that little small time period. I was born in 78, right? I didn't really start understanding and listening to music. Well, just listening to music until, you know what I'm saying, let's just say about 8 years old, right? Then let's say about like 13, 14 years old, I really start trying to like listen to the lyrics and shit like that. So I'm trying to understand what you're saying. What point in time, right? Because 90s, right? 90s, it was more gang banging shit. right?
Yeah, that's a part of it.
So at that point in time, it was still a lot of that pedophilia shit going on. So where did I miss it, bro? Because I never respected a nigga, a grown ass man. Because when I first seen a grown ass man fucking with a young lady my age, I lost all respect for them motherfuckers, homie. And that's when I said I gotta reevaluate who the fuck I look at as a man. And I'm in my teens. So I'm trying to understand what you talking about, Rataza. Because I never been through the shit that you talking about.
I mean, I ain't never been through it. I ain't never. Well, hold on. You trying to say, bro? Like this? You hot, bro? Chill out. God damn.
Bro, you put me in a category. You said all men. I got an issue with that.
No.
You said all men. Unless you don't
I
consider
speak
me a
in
man.
general I speak in general as a people. That's all, bro.
Can't do that,
And I'm
though,
a
bro.
part of that people.
That's why.
I'm a
That's
part of
why
that people.
I
So I gotta
apologize
defend
and
myself.
everything. You
I
don't
gotta
have to.
defend myself, right? So you talking to me.
I mean, if I say all men, I'm included in it.
So now
and
that
I did. I didn't
clarified,
get.
now that we got that understood that you talking about me, so this is why I have a issue with what's coming out your mouth. And then when I ask simple questions, you can't even answer it. I'm not asking no question that's just on top of a question and it's something that's hid up under that shit. I'm asking something very simple. Where did I
Now
miss it?
you kind of is because you're making it
No,
personal.
I'm asking where did I miss it?
Personal.
That's nothing trickery about what I'm asking. Where did I miss the fact that the music was supposed to make me want to be a pedophile or make me want to deal with young women? Where did I miss it?
I'm speaking of just the problem in general, Yashar.
Right. You,
I'm
like
not
I said,
speaking.
you said I was a part of that problem.
I've
So
spoke
I'm
about
trying to
that. I've
understand
spoke about.
where did I miss that me being a part of the problem? Where did I miss it?
You didn't.
Don't take it personally.
Did I miss it in the 80s? Did I miss it in the 90s? Did I miss it in the 2000s? When did I miss it?
All right, let me help you, Rataza, because you're not getting Yashar's point, bro. The problem that the mistake you made, Rataza, is you made a statement about. Let's just stick with the music to make it simple. I'll give it right back. We all know there's a era in music where women were degraded in the music, but those are women. Those are grown women. None of us don't know no songs where nobody was rapping or singing about a man dealing with an underage girl. Or it might have been one or two songs, maybe on the low. We didn't know that's what they were saying, but that wasn't a norm. So what you're doing, Rataza, you're conflating a lot of the derogatory music that was made against grown women and trying to implement it upon little girls. That didn't happen, bro. That just didn't happen. You understand the difference?
No, I don't.
Okay,
like
so if I made a song and that was all right, let me explain it. Let me explain it, bro.
You can break it up and branch it out however you want, but I'm talking
but see, you
general.
can't, because that only shows that shows the problem in the mind of the man who's listening. Let me explain this. If I'm a grown man and I make a song and I say women ain't this and women is bees and women is hoes and all that, right? That man who's making that song, he's talking about other women in his age group. If somebody listens to that and they wait, please listen. If somebody hears that song and they say, "Oh, he talking about these little 14-year-old girls," let me go bang one.
That's all women. You can try to generalize it to a certain age group, but he didn't specify. Why would you try to specify?
Because you got to be smart enough to understand so that you don't say the stuff you saying right now. That's why,
bro. They didn't specify. That's what I'm saying. I'm speaking in general because it trickles down.
Is a teenage girl a woman?
No.
So what do you? I just said women ain't this, women ain't that. It's talking about grown women, not children, brother.
They might say bitches ain't shit. Like
and in your mind, you think that's talking about a little 14-year-old girl, and you think that's talking about a little 14-year-old girl. That's what you get from that. A 14-year-old girl?
Bro, they denigrating women across the board, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, and once again, that's the problem, is because he listened to 15-year-old rap. He listened to 16-year-old niggas rap. Oh, these bitches ain't shit. Oh, my nigga, like, yeah, all right. That's what you want. Them niggas talking about 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, but you know that you know, I know you know what I'm saying, so I ain't gotta explain it.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. You're supposed to have that diet. Like, you say you don't listen to the radio. So when are you being fed this culture?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like where you will hit a song and you'll be like, they ain't just talking about grown women, they talking about little girls too. Like the whole thing with me, like I said, man, it seemed like you thought a lot out for the grown dude, and it don't transition to the boy in the crib. You say, well, he growing up in a fucked up home. He never learned not to be a pedophile. What the fuck did you just say?
Hey,
part of
so
the
so to
problem.
my young brothers that's out here listening, right? I'm gonna address you young brothers because it seemed like I need to address this. You know, all my athletes, right? My basketball players, my track stars, right? My football players, right? Even my brothers that swim, right? That wear the speedos. Okay, so you cannot wear speedos. You cannot walk around with your shirt off when it's hot as hell after you just got through working out. You know what I'm saying? Upper and lower body, and then you got to put on your gear and go out there and play football. You cannot let your body breathe because you know right now, according to the word on the street, we out here seducing grown women when we do these things. Okay, we don't want no grown women looking at us like that. We don't want to bring the wrong attention to us because we doing what we love to do as young teenage boys, and that's play sports, right? And matter of fact, for those that swim, right? Because you're seducing the swim coaches, the female swim coaches, right? The female referees, right? That's up there on the towers making sure the lifeguards, like all of these females that's actually, matter of fact, the mothers that's in the crowd, the young ladies that's in the crowd, you guys are seducing all of these women, okay? And it's causing a situation in our community. How in the fuck do that sound, man? Do that sound good? Is that the way that you want me to address our young brothers, Aratazar?
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah."
You an idiot.
He said, "Yeah."
Well,
Fucking idiot.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
You a
You
fucking
start because
idiot, bro.
I was one of those sports moms, and I never felt tempted or seduced by adolescent young men. I work full time in a high school. I'm around young men who have beards and all kind of stuff, and they little kids to me. I don't care how they look at me. I got enough common sense to know I'm old enough to be your mama, at least your big sister, auntie, but more than likely probably your mama, right? Get your little self out of my face. I don't care if you're 6'3", 6'4". You just, you got jeans that make you grow tall. Oh well. I cannot even imagine. Like this stuff this man is spewing tonight is just. I'm glad it's coming out though because he tries to be in the chat and be shalom, shalom, and he want to hide behind his little belief system. And I'm glad that he's exposing himself without somebody just dragging him. He can drag himself and expose himself. But I wanted to highlight the comments of a brother, Chris, in the chat, who basically detailed what I was trying to say earlier. He's a tutor for the youth in the middle school, and he said there was a young girl who was trying to seduce the tutors. And they had a meeting, and it came out that this young lady was being touched. And he said that that's a manifestation of her trauma. Wow, are you telling me that adult men could view that as some form of dysfunction, and instead of them running to this seducing, they said something wrong with this little girl. Let's have a meeting with her parents. Maybe more men should respond that way as opposed to this weird pedo behavior that Aratazar is talking about, right? Because he hasn't once called it pedo, he hasn't once called it weird, he hasn't once called it dysfunction. He acts as if this is normal, and he's saying that if these young women would just not dress sexy, right? If they would just not seduce the men. That's how he's speaking. He's not holding these men accountable. Nothing he has said is that they are wrong. Only when your brothers on the panel apply a little bit of pressure to him, he does say, well, yeah, it's wrong. But, right? And I just want to highlight, like, shout out to Brother Chris. Continue with the work that you're doing with the youth. You guys are on point. You're looking at the students' behaviors, not just what they're doing with their schoolwork, but you're looking at their behaviors, and that's awesome work. And we need more brothers like yourself out there doing the work. Ratazar, you need to be on somebody's therapy couch doing something. It's not right. All right, back to the brothers.
I still say y'all later on. Y'all can try to make me the bad guy if you want to.
No, it's not about you being a bad guy, bro. It's about understanding that that's an issue in itself. There is
All
the
of it
fact
is issue. It's tied
there
together.
is, no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
We're talking
Hey,
about
I just want to try to counsel this sicko man.
and this is what
your
I'm
turn.
saying. Sexual, the over sexualization, bro, has nothing to do with clothes on or clothes off.
So single parent households don't have nothing to do with it?
No. No.
What do you mean with them being vulnerable?
Yes.
Look, bro. Regardless of that,
What you mean? That ain't part of the issue, King. That's
no.
why. Yes,
No.
it is. It ain't no family structure.
So what that mean? Niggas become pedophiles because ain't no family structure.
So basically, what I'm hearing, Suave and to the family, is that these motherfuckers seek for
How you
single
gonna
parent
interpret my
homes,
words,
right?
bro?
They seek for
What is
single
going
parent homes
on, man?
to
That nigga said
I
what he
guess
hear, man.
to do some type of weird ass shit that goes on in their mental, saying that okay, they are part of a single parent home, so now this is the prime person that I need to attack.
Target.
Like that's what I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody else is hearing it, but that's what the fuck I'm hearing, fam. And then when I asked the brother, well, what do you mean? The motherfucker ain't got an answer for me. So what am I
You
supposed
know
to
what
do?
I mean.
I don't know what the fuck you mean, nigga.
I don't know what the
If I'm
fuck you
asking you
mean,
what the
nigga.
fuck do you mean,
Fuck you
that
mean,
means that
bitch.
I don't know what the fuck you mean, you fuck nigga.
Damn. Y'all act stupid as shit. I tell you that much.
Yeah, all right. Think I'm acting stupid.
Acting stupid as shit. Putting words in my mouth, trying to interpret my words. Like,
Man,
who the fuck does that?
we telling you
Who
what
the
you hear.
fuck does that?
People who the fuck comes up and says, you know what the problem is? The way these girls
Everything
Okay,
is
well,
the fucking problem.
Okay, well, it's not everything.
Yes, it is. Yes,
no,
it is.
it's grown people who
It's
are willing to have
unsupervised children who ain't got no parents in the house. All that
it's
shit.
people like you who have no constraint over themselves that can't control it.
Whatever, bro. See, and you projecting on me.
No, you don't have no constraint over yourself.
I got, bro.
You repeat
you want to see my
yourself.
nieces and nephews, bro?
You
want to see my
repeat.
nieces and nephews?
I'm not worried about that. I see you're showing no constraint right now. You're doing it
Shut the
again.
hell
You're
up
doing
and
it
stop
again.
slandering me.
You're
Shut the hell up and
doing
stop
it
slandering
again.
me, man.
You're doing it again. You're losing your mind.
You slandering me, bro.
No, I just said you don't have constraint over yourself. You're talking when I'm talking. Then you go into this rant about do I want to see your niece and nephew? You don't even get the point of why I'm saying you don't have no constraint because you don't have no constraint. You're wilding out. So, like I said, it's grown people who are willing to sleep with minors who are the problem. That's it. That's it. That's it. I don't know where you trying to drag it to. If you grown
Single
and you
parent
were
households ain't the problem.
molested, if you were grown and you were molested, you cannot sleep with children. If you were grown and you were shot, set on fire, abandoned, kidnapped, you cannot
single
sleep
parent
with
households ain't the problem, bro? Answer that.
You said what?
Why is it single parent household part of the problem?
Because it doesn't matter. There's no standard household to how a pedophile grows up. You can't look at pedophiles and say they all came from a single home. No, some of them came with both their parents. Some came with one parent, whether the mother or the father. Some came
What's
with
the number? What's the numbers?
It doesn't matter at that point. There's no correlating factor from household to pedophilia.
Yes, it is.
So you telling me pedophiles grow up in a single household?
I mean, pull it up. You can pull it up.
No, you did it already. This your case, right? I'm asking you. You saying that pedophiles grow up in, so you don't know?
Check the households.
I'm just asking you. Do you know? Do you know?
Households have like pedophile cases.
Have you done that before?
With the biological father in the household.
Have you done that? Have you done that before?
Why gotta be the biological father? What does that got to do with it?
Have you done that before? Have you done that before? Have you done that before? This research you asking us to do, have you done it before?
No, sir.
What the fuck?
Shout out
so
to
all
all
this
the
coming from
step
your
parents
heart.
out there. Shout out
So
to
all this coming from your heart.
But it only arose now because of the single parent households.
What?
That didn't used to be the case.
Ratazar, you gotta stop, bro. I'm gonna keep it real, man. You gotta stop because if you say something like that, right, as if you got some type of data to support, hold on. If you say that like you got some data, right, but then you come out and say you have no data, then you just saying anything, bro.
You want to set up a debate, Suave?
Yeah. Let's debate. Can you have an opinion on something without data?
I'm gonna get the data, but
no, but you already got an opinion. That's the problem. You come up here and you say black men are being seduced. You're saying black men are being seduced by these little girls. They're not predators. They're being seduced by them, and you've done no research. You just feel in your heart. You just feel in your heart. These niggas being seduced. They victims because these girls was taught to use their body to trap men to get them on child support. That's what you said. And you've done no research.
I said that's part of what they're being taught.
And who's teaching them?
The mothers.
Exactly. The men ain't the problem, is they? When is the men accountable?
They always accountable.
Well, I just asked you who's teaching the little girls to be predators, hunting grown men down for child support. You said the mother.
Yeah, because the black man has been relegated to being a sperm donor.
What? Hold on. He's been relegated. So once again, no accountability. Who relegated him?
The system.
The system. Wow.
Yeah. You want to debate, bro? We can debate.
The system relegated him to being a sperm donor, is what you're saying.
So y'all are victims of Ratazar. Y'all are victims.
Yeah, all of us are victims and victims and defendants.
So who is the woman?
At the same time.
So who is
Not
the
all
woman?
of us, but you know what I mean.
So who is the woman that raised her daughter to be a predator hunting grown men for child support checks a victim of?
You said who? What is she a victim of?
Yeah.
Genocide, white supremacy, and the list goes on and on.
Well, you just throwing shit out there.
Hold on.
You just throwing shit out there.
Ratazar, the average income for the black man and black woman is $40K, right? So you telling me that women are raising their daughters to get a portion of the $40K? Like, what we talking? $300 a month? Like, I'm talking about nationally, right? What do you really think a child support check in, I don't know, Birmingham, Alabama is looking like, right? I'm really trying to understand that a come up is $300 when you got a baby to feed.
I mean,
daycare, Pampers, food, toys, entertainment, haircut, get your hair done, doctor's appointment, co-pays. Bruh, if you don't get the fuck out of my face with that shit. If you don't get the fuck out of my face, what the hell is $300-400 supposed to do? Do you have children? Because you sound like somebody who don't know what it is to be sitting up in the barbershop, take gas money back and forth to practice, daycare. I mean, what you gonna do when your child come home and they lost their school book bag, they lost their winter coat in the middle of winter? This is the shit that happens. Real parents got to deal with. You sound like you want some imaginary bullshit, right? That's why I gotta come, because you talking. You ain't even got no damn kids, but you talk about child support like you dealing with that shit. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here taking up somebody else's issues. Everything somebody's saying, you saying, well, that's not me. So shut the fuck up then. It's not you.
That's why
If you're not
see
attracted,
reality.
if you're not attracted to teenage girls, why are you caping for perverts? If you not, right? Unless you really are, right? If you ain't at the child support, then mind your damn business, because you don't know what the hell parents got to deal with when somebody like, guess what? I'm not taking care of my kid. I'm not wanting to visit my kid. Mind your business. Then why are you coming at like this? Involves you. It doesn't. This is ridiculous. Because every time somebody asks you something, well, I don't know, it's not me. Well, then shut up then. Talk about what you know. Talk about all of this pseudo Hebrew / Christian nonsense,
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
bullshit that you want to talk about. Talk about your Anunnaki, whatever the hell. Your super pseudo science nonsense. Talk about that shit. But if you talking about this stuff, we're going to take it that this involves you. You know what it is to be tempted and seduced by a 13-year-old.
You goof. LB say, if black men have been relegated by the system to only being sperm donors, should black women divest the men who aren't just sperm donors? And Blue Daydream said, that's a good question. That is not a good question. That is a stupid question. But I would say people who want to date outside their race will find you'll find a reason to date outside your race. That's just it. But if someone, even if you going by that logic, if someone has been relegated to to the system, so you just sell out to the system, you don't defend them, you don't try to create a system within that system to make it more fair for them. You just say fuck it, because if that was it, black men, should have been fucking went over to white women. Black men should have. I mean, it wasn't fair for a black woman to do certain things that white women could do. That's not any reason to say, hey, let's deal with white women. Or he say this was his logic. Well, I don't see him talking about divesting, but like I said, if he's saying the system has relegated to us the only being sperm donors, it's on us to play the system. It's on us to play the system. If the system relegated me to sperm donor, guess what? I'm gonna be responsible with my fucking sperm. That's just it. That's just it. Just make the provisions before you get the things that need to be provided for. That's just it. You don't just fall victim and flail around. Now I see young men and young women not knowing what life is about once they jump off the porch. Like me, I got put out at 14 by my step grandmother. But it's all type of way that people end up having to grow up faster than what they. But that got nothing to do with a grown person looking at this person and saying we should be sexual. Now them looking at them and saying I should point you in the direction to get some assistance, some help. That's cool, bro. But at no point in time are you saying I went through this and this is why I find little girls fucking attractive. That's just ridiculous, man. And then when you sit up and blaming the women are teaching their girls to hunt niggas down for welfare checks. That is crazy when all the fuck I hear is women saying don't bring no baby in my house. You can do what the fuck you want once you're grown. This, that, and the other. Like, I don't hear women saying you better hurry up and have a baby so you can get you a welfare check and some free housing. I don't hear that. Right. Do you hear that, Aratazar?
Yeah, I've seen quite a few videos.
Yeah, bro.
You
I
seen quite.
can't with
Wait, what
him.
do you
I
say? What do you say?
can't.
Everything that
Videos?
I
we have
mean,
not
so
experienced in our 43 years Schwab,
You
he have
hear
experienced that shit.
so Aratazar, you've seen videos, right? So as a black woman, how does it make you feel if I say I've seen videos of young black men talking about killing other young black men, glorifying being incarcerated, glorifying being in jail. If I've interviewed the young black men, so should I just globalize and say that black men don't care about life in general? They love being in jail. They desire to be. Should I? Is that the what I should come up with my estimation of what black youth is about, or just black men in general? Because you're not even
Yeah.
saying young black women. You're actually calling, so far in this conversation, you have referred to adolescents as women. I don't know if you have caught that, but anybody listening, anytime they're talking about women, he is talking about 13, 14, 15, 16-year-old adolescents, right? People who need permits. They cannot drive legally. They cannot drive past 9 p.m. in my state. They can't, right? He's referring to them as women because they get their period. And he has put this bullshit in previous chats. If they have their menstrual cycle, they are ready. This is why
That's
I'm
a
coming
lie.
at this brother
That's a
like that.
lie.
I'm not lying.
You
Oh,
are a liar. You
Suave
are a
already
liar.
know I'm not lying. Suave already
No,
know I'm not lying.
a menstrual cycle does not make you a woman.
You
Stop that noise.
I'm gonna have to take that back because he's saying that. Now that's what.
If you gotta
That's
change your
what the
heart, brother,
conversation was around
well, look.
But I remember him saying this.
Thank
Now
you.
I
Thank you.
can imagine him sweeping. I can imagine sweeping him into the pile of niggas that said the flower thing. But I
Listen.
remember him saying these girls are dressed inappropriately.
They asking for it. He said they asking for it.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, that I can verify that. Yeah.
Yup. So listen. You gotta change your heart, and now all of a sudden you change. You feel differently about them having a period. Well, listen. I give thanks. I give thanks, and
Y'all hear what y'all want to hear. That's what
I'm going to continue to petition the ancestors to turn your heart, because if there's any perverts with the hearts like yours, we needed to be changed. Honestly speaking, for real, for real, we need men to look at little girls as little girls, and when the little girls don't know better, we need grown men to know better. We need the men to know better than the children. Right?
Hey.
If you, because guess what? When you do have a 15-year-old and she want to tell you, "Oh, Dad, all you gotta do is do this," you're gonna look at her and just shake your head and be like, "She don't know no better." See, right now you don't got a 15-year-old. You don't know how they think in their mind. Like, all you gotta do is listen. My child thought a fucking credit card was inevitable. As long as you had the card, that means you got money. They don't understand. They're little kids, right? So this is how grown men could pretend they could have a fucking card and be broke as shit and could get over on a teenager, right? Because they don't have credit. This is why having that age difference is a big gap. Because if you was a 25-year-old and you had and you were 30, she would know your ass is broke. Right? But if you 25 and you got a fucking 15-year-old and she sees some damn plastic in your wallet, she think you got goddamn money. See, this is why you motherfuckers prey on the youngers, right? Because you can't get over on somebody in your age group. That's why it's dangerous. That's why it's harmful. That's why you don't want to be with somebody within your group. You feel me? That shit is dangerous, no. And I'm glad that we having this show right now to highlight this daggone perversion, why men will exploit the ignorance of the youth. It's wrong. It's wrong if a woman does it, because I know if I want to buy some Jordans right now,
the men
I can do that easily. Easily. You want a PlayStation, bro? I can afford a fucking PlayStation. I can afford a fucking Xbox. That ain't nothing. Dude would be happy. A little 18-year-old get a fucking PlayStation or Xbox. Yo, he got this old lady getting him some shit. He good. He happy. You know, he's gonna have a little fun, right? It's still exploitation. Any way you dice it up, it's exploiting. I'm exploiting his ignorance. I'm exploiting how vulnerable he is. I'm exploiting how slow his fucking mind is compared to mine. So if you switch it around and you put a grown ass man with a little ass girl, it's the same bullshit. I don't care how big her hips is, how full her breasts are. Her breast is for a little boy, not for no old man.
This conversation just bummed me out, man. I want it to be over with, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. I appreciate y'all, man. Real talk, man. Shout out to Blue volume of the book. Shout out to General Yashar, Melanated Gotti. Razizar, man, I really hope you get some type of something, bro. You trying to act like I'm insulting you. You trying to act like, man. I hope you get some type of clarification of what you really saying out here. And
nah, y'all need to listen better. Stop
it's cool.
Look for solutions. Don't be complaining.
All right, man. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to the fam bam, man. Blue versus Madon tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please come through, man. Fuck with the people, man. We out. Black Power, peace, shalom, shalom, assalamu alaikum, hotep, I say. Peace, my niggas, man. We out.
Peace.